Jeremy the Juice getting it going. We got the Chamber of Commerce in town. Special show tonight. All kinds of stuff going on.
All the sponsors.
Got all our sponsors.
Rolling up.
We shall be revealing probably around between the third. What's that? Middle of the game, mid game, depending on the pace of the game.
I do like how the image is still of us in the studio.
Yeah. Is it? I think it eventually updates. I don't know. I can go to YouTube and change it. I think. Get a snip tool. Snip tool. Snipping tool. Go like that.
Before we do this here, let me
go like that.
Let me switch my Twitter account here.
Save that as a thumbnail. Yep. All right, we'll go to desktop thumbnail. We'll put 6:14, I believe it is. Welcome to the pregame. We just brought music, folks. We're going to get going, do some starting lineups here in a second, but good ball game tonight. General's in town. General's fans travel well from over the TCL.
Correct.
They bring the house.
There's over there on the benches next to the away dugout. There's like a whole table full of them.
Yeah.
They're here to cheer on the Generals.
I know half of them. There's that one person watching. Let's go to studio edits. Oh, the Mozart group thing is still showing up there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, let's go to content, live, edit.
Because it looks funny because like it's us in the studio. Like it might be different on there, but on here on my YouTube thing, it was the studio.
It's just like a grandfathered in old funny photo that we did, so can't change it. I don't know. Let's find 6:23.
I think I'm the one person watching right now.
6:20.
Actually, there's more. So whoever else rolled up, appreciate it.
We played on 6:23 last year, but how do I sort that? Yep. I guess this is it right here. All right. No. 12. Okay, well, let's go back to Snip Sketch. I don't know where that went. Let's expand this. All right, let's make another thumbnail because that did not work. It just disappeared. Snipping tool, new. Okay, and I go here, and I save. We'll go XXZ6 14 23, and then I'm going to save it into this one. Should be. Try again. Save, and then I should be able to go. There it is. Open that, give that to YouTube. Tell them it's not for kids. We try not to cuss during TCL broadcasts.
I've gotten better. I haven't really cussed. I know I laid a word slip last time, but it was the only one. So one time, it's better than what I was doing. I'm improving, guys. Just be proud of me. You know. I'm watching my mouth like an adult should.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is, especially like when you're like me and that's part of your grammar on a daily basis. But like I said, I'm showing some professionalism. Shout out to the professionals out there, whatever your professionalism is. I'm just kind of ranting right now, waiting for the game to start.
You got to do it while I'm getting the YouTube thing up, and then
I will say
just give shout outs to our homies.
Correct.
MILB Hat Billy, we are going to reveal our secret random forgotten players today.
You're going to love it.
I know, I'm not going to tease, but we had some crossover. We independently chose some dudes, and their careers crossed over in a funny way.
We didn't even like discuss it to each other at all who we're going to pick. We just
ATG dudes are always supporting.
I kind of want to bust out my phone right now. I'm like, I got a
And
birthday.
Boss's Pizza. I saw
I know.
them. I saw the Boss's folks in the stands because all the sponsors were here.
Yeah,
And Boss is some good grub, man.
yeah. I love, dude. Their pizza's big too. It's like, you know what's good
You're in
about
New
Bosses though?
Braunfels, you gotta check that out.
You know what's good about Bosses, like for real,
Daniel Pest Control's great.
is they don't bury you with sauce. You know what I'm saying? They put just enough of flavor. You know,
That's perfect.
I like my pizza that way. I don't like a lot of sauce. You get to taste the sauce and eat it. Dude.
All right, we'll do some. I'll sneak some start lineups in. We'll actually do some real baseball stuff, and then we'll do some start lineups before we get to it. But let me retweetage the YouTube actually. Now that we're live. Whoops to do. There it is. 4 people watching. Whoever you 4 people are, you're awesome. My favorite 4 people.
I also like to make another shout out to somebody.
Yeah, bud.
Is State of the Franchise Gaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
His MLB The Show series is always cool to watch. He kind of like commentates while he plays, so like that's another channel I would suggest check out. If you go to State of the Franchise Gaming on YouTube, you'll see like a black circle with like a yellow S. It's really cool, easy to find.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely go there too. Yeah, just thought I would shout him out as
I'm
well.
going to shout out anybody in the baseball underground that's just DIYing it out there. It ain't easy being cheesy, man. And you love baseball. It's a labor of love, dude. It's so much fun.
You don't even have to be an expert, just like the sport.
Exactly.
Even if you're just a casual fan who watches it when your team's good, that works too. Because you're paying attention to the sport. Would you die for baseball at this point?
I don't think I'd die for baseball. I think I'm going to die in a prison camp, probably
Okay.
in the Central African Republic.
Okay.
But that's just, I'm guessing. Here, check us out. Live. Seven 05 start time. CT. Stirs. And then I got to do at IBWA. I like the IBWAA because they'll retweet us. If you want to join the Internet Baseball Writers Association of America, I've already explained to Dutch the rigorous vetting that I went through to make it. But they do a lot. They do a lot of support for the DIY folks. I'll just say that.
I will say you have a pretty sweet card to go along with that too.
Yeah, you laminated it for me. Thanks, buddy.
You're like a professional now. You bust that card out, you can get anywhere for free.
I'm gonna try to use it to get into, like the petroleum club. Get into like country clubs with it. Be like, dude.
You know what else you can do?
Let's tweet that out.
Whenever you go to a hotel, like, hey, sorry, we're booked. You pull that card out, like, you know what? One just opened up.
See which cameras have failed yet.
None of them.
There's third base. Kids kicking on the fence. Standard. Center field cam looks like it's going to work maybe until it goes on the fritz in the 7th. And the GoPro is down. So that's pretty good. Don't know why the GoPro is down. I suspect overheating. But we can make it work with these two right here. Got a wasp in here, but GoPro said no go.
GoPros are known for overheating anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I'll maybe mess with that later in the game, but what you going to do? That's how it goes, folks. I knew a camera was going to go out sooner or later. So let's go here. There's no way we could be this lucky with this stuff, you know? And we'll go. And I think it's the GoPro that died too. It wasn't the repeater. But MIB Hat Billy will reveal our guys. Middle of the game, ATG, always doing good stuff. And we have a rally animal.
What's that?
I don't want to tease it.
Oh, is it that? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I
But
won't say it. But
we got a good idea.
Some other thing we discussed on the way over here.
Yeah. Because Jake Whalen will probably be watching the game unless he's called to duty. The man works with wildlife. Dave's a great idea.
He's my favorite wildlife person.
All right. I'll let you take over that, but that's nice that the cameras went down. Makes it life easier. I can only get really 2 main ones. And we could do, I guess I can switch it. Where's picture-in-picture is like down. Let me close these guys. And then I can do this picture-in-picture maybe like down here on. Look at that. Oh, I got double. Here we go. Oh, no. Is that picture-in-picture? So I go here, and then I can go on. Look at that.
Definitely upping the viewing. I don't know my words.
All right. Victorian Town leading off for them. Drake Kerr playing left in the 2-hole. Easton Dowell, their third baseman. Returning Victoria General, or at least TCL name by my recollection, says Reed Spenrath was in the league last year, and I think he was the general. He's playing first bat 3-hole. You got Gage Gilchrist, designated hitter. Batting cleanup, Christopher Munoz playing center bat in 5th. Derek Serta playing right field, batting in the 6-hole. Cade York, the shortstop. He's going to bat in the 7-hole. The 8-hole hitter is Cannon Sundgren. He's your backstop tonight, the catcher. And batting 9th, bringing it up, is Bryce Logan, the second baseman. On the mound tonight for Victoria is going to be Zach Royce, also a roadrunner, freshman roadrunner for UTSA out of Katy, Texas. And your Stars. Starting on the mound tonight is Zach Longshore. So we got a battle of the Zacks. And I'm just going to turn the mic around and slide it down. We're going to get ready for the national anthem. And y'all just envision in your minds Marines raising Stars and Stripes on top of Mount Suribachi. Oh, we're doing lineups and then national anthem. All right.
Number 34, Kyle Atkinson.
So Kyle Atkinson, center fielder.
Second-lane shortstop from the University of Texas, San Antonio, number 11, Hector Rodriguez.
Shortstop, sweet glove, Hector Rodriguez by way of Galveston College going to UTSA.
Number 8, Garrett Felix.
Garrett Felix, designated hitting tonight, batting 3-hole.
From Texas State University, number 46, Alex Gonzalez.
Batting cleanup, Texas State Bobcat, Alex Gonzalez playing third tonight.
Number 15, Adrian Torres.
Debuting last night from UTRGV, Adrian Torres playing left.
Number 3, Preston Freeman.
Mr. Preston Freeman, your second baseman tonight, batting in the 6-hole.
Number 47, Jaden Kalura.
Catching tonight, Jaden Kalura, batting 7-hole from Nicholls State.
Number 1, Damian Rodriguez.
Damian Rodriguez, batting 8-hole, playing right.
From Lamar University, number 42, Connor Kaiser.
Connor Kaiser at first base again tonight.
And at the mound for the River Monsters from Texas Lutheran University, number 20, Zach Longshore.
If you're at home, you got to stand too, just so you know. Here's the national anthem, folks. Get ready. Get pumped up.
And now, fans, please rise for playing tonight's national anthem.
We got a couple people in the thing.
All right, let's get to it. One camera failed. I love it. Oh, no, it's coming back. You can actually get it turned back on if I went down there. We'll do that later. Zach Longshore starting it off. I know you all enjoyed the national anthem. If you need to envision some combat arms for your Wednesday night, just imagine one of those World War II studs with one of those flamethrowers clearing out a Nazi pillbox going through France. Hardcore right there for our freedoms, folks.
We got a couple people in the chat.
Love it.
Hat Billy
And
this guy named Tucker.
Tucker,
Ryan's friend. Yeah.
if you didn't serve, you're
Ryan's
still good
homie.
to go because I know you're going to go Red Dawn, hardcore insurgency when the Russians invade. It's about America, folks.
Go Tucker, go.
Boss's Pizza posting up that sponsor tonight. Shout out to Dutch Chattahoochee, my compadre, on the broadcast tonight.
I made it.
TCL back from Japan. TCL baseball action. Victoria Generals in town. Let's see if we can do a web capture and find some TCL standings. Oh, where'd my TCL go? Oh, here. There it is. Let's go to Texas Collegiate League, and we'll go to standings. That's what it looks like right here. If you go to, you never know. Like that. That's what your standings look like, folks. Rougarous 8-5 rather. Cane Cutter 7-4. Brazos Valley 5-6. Victoria Generals 5-7. We're 4-7. So this is going to decide the seller, because we'd be 5-7, they'd be 5-8, and we jump up. We can tack on a win. Generals on a 2-game winning streak, 5-5 in their last 10 early in the year.
If we win tonight,
some leaders.
We'll
Let's
move up
see.
a
The Generals got Spenrath. I remember him from last year. Spenrath can do it. Ball's coming down, and we're about to get underway, folks. So let me get on the camera switchboard and get ready for some TCL action. Leading off for Victoria Generals, Drake Kerr, Eastern Oklahoma. Sophomore, batting from the right side. He'll be playing left tonight. Get a look at Zach Longshore, who recently committed to UTSA. He'll be a road runner. There's so many road runners running through. We got like 3 JUCO guys. We got UTSA guys, but we got legit JUCO guys that are going to UTSA next year. And there's a couple of UTSA guys on the Generals too. Longshore in on. I'm starting way ahead, 0-2.
remember, this is El Caballo right here.
El Caballo.
The horse.
Any nickname you come up with is going to pretty much work. Drake Kerr. Spoils going right after him. Not a waste pitch there from Longshore. So look at the right field cam. We'll get the GoPro fixed here in a second, but I got to bust out the ladder and climb up the fence while you got to fill dead air. That's what you got to do, Dutch.
I'll go turn the camera
You can talk about your guy. Bounce to third, get over to that camera. Oh, wrong camera. Oh my gosh. Ball got away. Terrible camera work by me. Figuring out. Okay, that's center field. That's that. And this is the primary for the infield play. What's up, bud? Oh, yeah. We'll figure it out. Yeah. We got walkie-talkies. We're trying to figure out camera 4.
So when that happens, I think it'll be silent for a little bit while we're communicating that,
Oh.
trying to get it fixed.
So runner up first is Durr. Easton Dowell, your third baseman, swings through and foul tips that one off. Always makes me suspicious. Kerr's out there digging in his plant foot for when he anticipates a stolen base. Doing any sort of groundskeeping as a base runner, I think you're going to steal. That's what I'm saying. Longshore, I haven't seen his lefty move to first yet as he bounces a back foot slider into Mr. Dowell. 1-1 count.
Hopefully you don't have any problems with the mound tonight, because the last couple of times
I think it looks nasty when you get up
Yeah.
close on it. We need to dig up some of the clay. and maybe do something with that.
They've seen had a problem with
Coach
them,
Palacios is on it.
their plant foot.
Up the middle, and it gets through. So kind of a jam shot. The runner's going to go, and he might be gunned. Whoa. He runs into the out. You can't do that. Not the first out at third. So Drake Kerr trying to get aggressive on the single from Dowell. Dowell heads up, makes it to second, but base running error by Kerr for the first out. It's a tight ball game. Those kind of things loom large. Reed Spenrath in the top of the league. Offense, big lefty. I'll tell you how big he is. You know how big he is there, Dutch?
If I was to guess, 6'3".
Well, if you were in Vegas with Cousin Eddie,
I'd win some money.
you'd be wrong because he's 6'5", 240.
Well, that was a bad call on my part.
If you've ever seen Vegas Vacation, it's a very underrated
I've
movie.
seen it a lot. Yeah, it's a great movie. That's the one where like Rusty goes on his own, right, and wins some money.
Yeah.
He's got like the red blazer or something on.
Nice.
The gold blazer, right?
Yeah, nice breaking ball from Longshore. Fooled Spenrath. So 0-2 to Spenrath. Longshore working ahead. UTSA Roadrunners are getting a good one. He was being recruited by other D1 programs like La Tech and stuff like that, but I think his first choice was UTSA. So that's great. He got that right on the corner and doesn't get the call.
Not today, my
But
friend.
good stick on the frame job from Caden Kalura. Dowell's now your runner leading off second.
You should have made your own call right there, buddy. You should have been like, strike.
Jumping around. Hector's kind of shaded behind him and up the middle for Spenrath. Spenrath barrels it, but skies it out to left, getting under its left fielder, and he's going to bring that in. And it's not Garrett Felix tonight. I think it is Adrian Torres. So both are University of Texas Rio Grande Valley additions that we got yesterday that debuted. Damian Rodriguez in right and Adrian Torres in left. So UTRGV representing the corners of the outfield. 2 down. Spenrath hits it hard, but pops it. So F7, and that'll bring up Gage Gilchrist, the designated hitter who appears to be wearing working gloves, and that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
Don't spend money on Franklin batting gloves. You out of your mind?
Those are the leather ones, too, I think he's
That's what I'm
wearing.
talking about. Gage Gilchrist knows. Jumping around is Dowell. Fastball from Longshore challenges him.
My suggestion is that this guy works on a farm, and he was like, he forgot his batting gloves, so he grabbed the closest thing to him.
You don't see it
work
that much in
gloves.
games. I have seen it. This is not the first time I've seen it, but mainly just like get work in the batting cage because if you're buying batting gloves and tearing them up, it's not cost effective, and those things last just as long or longer, and they're only like $8. So
I agree. I bought some batting gloves,
Longshore
and I think I made a
breaks
hole
it off.
the second time I used them.
Breaks off a slide piece about 8 feet in front of the plate. It just jumps to the batter's left. No chance there. 0-2, and the same pitch is lined up the middle, but not hard enough, and Hector's going to catch it on the fly. Apologies, folks, on the camera work. What you going to do? And we're going to put on some bump music and see if we can do the camera, right? Should we try to do that?
Yeah, I'll get on the walkie, go down there, and
All right, let's
It'll be quiet
pick
for a
out
while,
a song.
the best songs.
All right, and we're back, folks. Apologies.
Hopefully it doesn't go down again.
It probably will. Got 1-2 down.
Yeah, 2 down.
So what Atkinson do? I saw a ground ball in there.
Yeah, they both got out at first.
Ground outs at first.
Yeah.
I saw. Okay. So up to Garrett Felix. Apologies for interruptions of broadcast, but such as DIY. Game time. Game time temperature 95 degrees. Humidity 6,000%. Real feel 195 degrees.
I've lost 5 pounds already, buddy.
On the hill, Zach Royce, again a freshman from UTSA, another Roadrunner. So you got 2 Roadrunners kind of matching up. Longshore transferring from TLU. So these guys will be teammates, the pitchers anyway. And Felix, professional hitter, a la Matt Stairs.
One of the greatest utility players of
2
all time.
2s. I was down there. A guy showed me his phone. He's like, "This is what your broadcast looks like right now, dude." I was like, "I know, I know it's terrible. What you gonna do?" Bounce rolls him over to second, and no goes to Smokey Joe. On to first from Bryce Logan, and a 1-2-3 innings for both Zachs, and we'll go to the top of second.
Oh, that guy sitting on that table over there?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no way.
Gotta fly. Get me to get.
It sucks that you can't.
I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rocket man. I live in motion. Land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna let it go. Get along. Bring me along some fun. I try to lie, and I don't bite. Fly over there, Danny. What's up? They call it Blue City. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London. And I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Huh. Get on to the aeroplane. Make it on to the aeroplane. All right. Here we go now. Make it on to the aeroplane. Break it down, please. Get on to the aeroplane. Make it on to the aeroplane. That's right. Get on to the aeroplane. Come on. Make it on to the aeroplane. Fly, baby, fly. Get on to the aeroplane. Make it on to the aeroplane. I'm afraid now. Get on to the aeroplane. Get on to the aeroplane. Get on to the aeroplane. Get on to it. Come on. Get on to the aeroplane. And land in New York City.
All right. We're back at it. Check it. Mic check.
Think you're there.
All right. Let's go back here to Victoria. Cleanup. Gage Gilchrist. No, Gilchrist was the last out, and this won't happen there. I apologize. So it wasn't 1-2-3. This is Christopher Munoz, center fielder. Fouls back, a longshore fastball. Once. I wonder if this insane level of humidity just helps you loosen up as a pitcher. Yeah.
I would say, yeah. Keep
Right.
your arm warm.
Keep you loose.
You know what's really cool, though, is those pitching jackets they wear sometimes.
All the fad in my younger years as Munoz swings through the longshore offering 1-2 was these like rain slicker looking things.
Dude, they wore those like in the 70s and 80s. Remember those?
80s, that was hot.
I remember Vita Blue used to wear one of those under his jersey.
Mizuno slicker. Dude, they were badass. You had to invest in that for just style points. And all I think they really did is they were totally unbreathable and you just sweat your ass off.
I think, yeah. Because there'd be no reason to wear one otherwise.
Yeah.
Serves no purpose.
1-2 longshore way ahead, and Munoz boiling pitch after pitch. Still 1-2 though. Oh, he checked it, but I think it's a strike anyway. He's going to ring him.
That's a strikeout by Zach Longshore.
The Longshore K's Munoz to start the second. Nice piece of pitching from Longshore. Derek Serta, right fielder.
I wonder if his family owns Serta mattress.
The Victoria Generals got Western Oklahoma and Eastern Oklahoma covered because Drake Kerr's from Eastern Oklahoma. Derek Serta from Western Oklahoma. Actually, Christopher Munoz was from Western Oklahoma too, so they got it. The state of Oklahoma covered. 1-0 from Longshore. Fastball corner. Stimrock. Love to see it. Love to see it.
I like your call. You should be an umpire.
If you're, I don't even say strike. One a nice breaking ball from Longshore drops that one in there. Nasty. Sir just watches it float in. 1-2. That's the big hook, not the hard slide. Gets in on him with a chopper, making the plays. Gonzalez and guns it across the first, and I'm not doing cameras. And that's a 5-3.
It's kind of hard, buddy.
I don't have Luis Solis here tonight. Lewis is bowling tonight. He's supposed to provide us bowling updates, so we give in-game. Our normal producer that does the camera switching while I'm trying to call game and keep the book is bowling tonight. I don't think he's recreationally bowling. This kid's like getting scholarships. Big breaking ball, strike one.
It was a ball.
He called that a ball? Well,
Yeah.
I'm putting a strike in my book, even though he did call it a ball
He
because it
didn't
was
put
an
the
absolute
strike hand up, so.
Yeah, so 1-0. I wrote down strike. I don't care. Fastball 1-1. So
You're gonna incorrectly.
I'm gonna incorrectly put that one as a ball, even though he
because
swung through it. But it's 1-1.
everybody has their own personal record book, and
Yeah.
that'd be yours. He's a strike.
See, we got the GoPro now, so there you go.
That's a
That
strike.
would have been strike 3.
So technically, you're
but
saying this
1 and
that
2.
was third out.
I just say what I want. But yeah, Luis Solis ain't bowling for giggles like you and I might do it. Dude's bowling like 260s and stuff. Oh, I don't even have a call.
You don't look
I
too
don't have
happy.
a call. I'm just laughing. On the reverse K was so dirty.
Yeah.
He just froze him up, and down goes Cade York. 2 Ks for Longshore. We'll go to the bottom of 2, folks. My goodness.
Dude, I think it'd be cool to be an umpire, man. I would love to be an umpire.
What about the heat index?
About being on the field?
I don't know.
I was thinking, man, like if I was an umpire and it was a heat index, I'd survive. You know, like the ball bag that they wear, I'd put some drinks in there. I would just keep the pile of balls on the ground behind me or something.
I don't know. All right, we'll go to some butt music. Just chill it out. Yeah, I got the mic and I tested it before. Did you get the shitty You get the shitty mic stand. It'll fall apart on you, but here's some fellas for you. The girls, right? All right. Turned up here. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. T-Texas, we'll get the bump music turned down. T-Texas Tony Turnstile. Dutch Chattahoochee here with Jeff Griffin of Texas Baseball Report, man. Been following your work on Twitter. Appreciate everything you're doing for the River Monsters. And then we get to visit in person.
Absolutely. This is fun. This is a second year supporting the River Monsters, and to be able to come out here and watch these guys take on the Generals. It's a fun night. It's baseball. It's baseball in June, and that's what we love about this game here. So I'm excited to be here.
You came on the perfect night to sweat your bells off, as I say. I don't know what the humidity is, but it's crushing us up here. What other ball clubs have you checked out so far this summer?
So far was there, and since I'm from Victoria, did check out the Generals. Right after at the end of May, I was there in Sugar Land to check out the Space Cowboys.
Nice.
Went to the Astros last week. So going back to Houston next week to watch them take on the Mets. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. That one's hopefully Justin Verlander's pitching. So I don't know if he is or not, but if he is, that's going to be phenomenal to see.
Nice.
So,
Alex Gonzalez works a leadoff walk for the Stirs. Texas State, did you catch any college ball during the college season?
I did. Caught a little bit of Texas State. Wasn't able to travel anywhere. I was hoping to get to A&M. To catch the ball 5 chance.
Yes.
Because that's like college baseball at its finest when you get the crowd involved. But definitely was able to watch the regionals, super regionals, hoping, TCU got into the College World Series, which is good to see. One Texas team making it, which is great. I was hoping for the Longhorns to make it, but they had some unfortunate events that just did not go their way. That
was not a way to end such a good baseball game with Stanford. But that was a really, really talented Texas team. So tip the cap to Stanford. This is a fun time. Have you ever been to Omaha?
No, I was actually trying to book a trip for this weekend, but some things came up and just logistically couldn't make it happen. But it is on a bucket list for me to do to go there, because I hear the atmosphere is actually is like exceptionally awesome.
It's good times. I can only say I'm so old. I went there when it was Rosenblatt.
I remember Rosenblatt.
It was a blast. A lot of funnel cakes, a lot of good baseball. Shot out into left. And Adrian Torres from UTRGV making himself welcome. Second night with the Stirs. And we got something cooking. First and second. Barreled that one. Reached out, got it.
Slapped it the other way.
And the other team, of course, Dutch Chattahoochee is a big Texas State Bobcat fan, which we always have a couple guys every year. But the Roadrunners program is deep in the TCL league and really on the Stirs, because we have guys, but then we have like JUCO commits that are now going to UTSA, and the Generals got UTSA guys. So,
I was really bummed that UTSA didn't make it into the tournament. From the season they had last year.
Last year was the one where I thought they got Blue Falconed. This year, because they got swept by DBU, that was really hard to make the at-large bid argument at that point if you don't win conference. But good baseball, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand up.
We're up and we're down.
But I mean, looking at UTSA this year, the season they had to finally get ranked in the top 25.
Yeah,
they're towards the end of the season. I mean, they just got the job, and it was unfortunate for them because they struggled and they grinded so hard this season. Hopefully next year they can kind of build off what happened this year, and they can go out and just dominate the conference next year.
Royce fools Freeman on that pitch. 2-2s, I think, to Mr. Freeman, and Freeman redshirted at UTSA. So they're ranked, and then you got guys that are studs like Freeman redshirt. So they're a deep team, to be certain. Up and away for Mr. Royce. Count goes full. Kind of a huge spot right here. Opportunity to load him with nobody down. And, of course, you're rooting for the Generals. So and I got friends down there in Victoria, and your fan base definitely travels awesome for the Generals.
They do. This is actually the first time I've actually seen the Generals come in on the road. And that was a bad call there.
Slow motion call. Freeman was like taking off the shin guard. Questionable to be certain, but if you are going to ring somebody, do them the courtesy of letting them know before they start undressing and going to first. One down. And Jaden Kalura. And Kalura got to go to the Tuscaloosa region with Nicholls State.
All right. Okay.
So we got a couple guys. We got Garrett Felix DH tonight and Jaden Kalura. So that was a treat for them. And I know, nice pitch on the outside corner. MILB Hot Billy is another guy we always try to promote. Friends of the program and the Stirs, but he was MILB Tulane because they got it at 19 and 40, and we just love that.
How's a team at 19 and 40 make it into the tournament, but a top 25 team can't even scratch the surface?
Well, they won the conference tournament, so they earned,
the automatic bid just gets it. Yeah.
So they they were a Cinderella with both glass slippers on. Gets here up from Royce. Let's take a look at how big Royce is. This looks like a tall drink of water. I think he's a freshman who may have also redshirted. I'd have to look at his stats. 6'3", 190. Katy, Texas. There. Gonzales Bluffs goes back.
Katie's got a good high school program. They did pretty well in the state playoffs this year.
Katy right on the eastern or the western edge of Houston.
Right, yeah.
A massive suburb.
Yeah, they did good in the playoffs. Didn't make it to the state finals, but Katy, a big school out there on the outside of Houston.
So this should be Damian Rodriguez as Royce gets Kalura 2 Ks, trying to work himself out of a 2 runners on, no outs jam. And I'll have to look at what Damian did yesterday, but made his debut. We did our little pregame interviews, and Mr. Rodriguez singled and scored, stolen base. We thought Damian was rather fleet of foot. Believe it or not, tall drink of water. I don't think that's going to get down. Out to the left fielder. And that does it for the Stirs. Royce somehow works out of the first 2 runners on. And Stirs come up empty-handed. We'll take a break, folks. We'll get the mics down. We'll get some tunes up. How about this one? Nice, relaxing. I can Twitter and post it on the game.
Okay.
Go like this, and then we'll just do another. AKA Dutch Shed Hooch. And we'll go here to Nice. So we got Texas baseball report. Love to have it. Jeff Griffin. Get your mic up, sir. Buddy. As Longshore gets warm, but check out that Twitter page. Doing the Lord's work, as I say. Travel around Texas and keep us updated on all the baseball goings on in this great state full of so much talent. I love it when people take the time to do that.
It's a lot of fun, and you learn about different teams and different programs. You learn about leagues like the Texas Collegiate League, the Seguin River Monsters, and the Generals, and the Baton Rouge Rougarou, and all these teams that are these players trying to get to that next level. And that's what we're about here at the Texas Baseball Report. Just helping out the smaller guys, getting them the promotions that they need to get that exposure so they can move on to the next level.
Love it. Well, Jeff, man, I appreciate you. Come back anytime.
Absolutely.
We love having you.
I appreciate the opportunity to come up and visit with you here in the booth. This has been awesome.
Yeah, no, we're short on seating, and you come back whenever you want, and we'll definitely be talking baseball.
Absolutely. I appreciate it so much.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Nice.
That was awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys.
So one down, I believe. No?
No. The guy got safe. He hit it like over the.
Oh, no, I saw somebody walking back to the dugout. Okay. Let's get on it. So that's going to be Sundgren on first. And you got Bryce Logan, the second baseman, squaring to get on. Get everybody in the GoPro shot now that it kind of works. Amazing. We had a shot of the office there for about 5-10 minutes between the first and the second maybe. Long short deals to Logan down low. Sundgren, the catcher. You ever go with baseball stereotypes there, Dutch? Catchers can or cannot run?
Sometimes, yeah.
Scat foul.
Like when they say I'm this, I'm like, oh, so you can't do this now.
Like I just assume outfielders and center fielders are fast.
Yeah.
And if you're a massive human being and a catcher, your knees are probably tired and you're not swiping bags. But
if you're a big guy, you're probably awesome. If you're
yeah,
like a Mo Vaughn or John Crook kind of guy,
right.
To me, you're like, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, it goes both ways, right? So if you have a big belly, you're not out there for no reason, right? If you're Matt Stairs looking, you probably rake.
Like, one of my favorite players right now.
Oh, who's that?
He's not like the best, but Daniel Vogelbach from the Mets. I love that guy.
Folk hero type body, along with Bartolo Colon.
There's something about those kind of guys that are like, you know what, that's a ball player.
And it just reminds you that, that's baseball. Anybody.
Oh, that's right, because we talked about the Chonks before. We had an episode where we talked about the Chonks.
The Chonks episode. Check it out.
El Caballo putting in work.
So Longshore K's Logan. He's got 3 in the last 5 batters.
If you
back to the top of the lineup, Drake Kerr.
If you interview him at the end of this game, you've got to call him El Caballo.
El Caballo.
Yeah, the horse.
Kerr, I think, singled, but ran into an out at third, trying to get an extra base. And aggressive move, but might have cost Victoria a run. Probably did cost Victoria a run, honestly.
You could say.
Nah, I guess it wouldn't have because they F7 and then Gilchrist was out. So probably didn't. I don't want to make a man feel too guilty. Swings through. Are you hydrating, buddy? Because I'm going through these.
Yeah, I got a Gatorade.
Whatever knockoff Gatorade.
I brought like 6 tall boys of Gatorade, so I should have plenty.
Third one, like 2 hours.
I say that now.
Hit hard in the hole. That'll be a base hit for Mr. Kerr. On board again with a single.
So I put this guy on second base. I almost gave him an out, too.
Sundgren moves up to second. One down. Easton Dowell, the third baseman. Shout out to Jeff Griffin doing Texas Baseball Report, man. That was great. Texas Baseball Report. How about that? Longshore breaks it down on the shoelaces, but misses. 1-0 to Dowell. Forces in play. go the short way, get one out at least, skies it, and that's going to be playable, I think. Over is the catcher, Kalura, and he makes the catch. I don't know if we got it on that camera. Oh, man, if I was on that camera, I'd have got the best shot. But
All time.
I didn't. So you didn't see nothing.
But you heard it. You heard it.
But I told you about it. It was a good catch. 2 down now. Big out right there, getting Dowell to pop. So F2. You'd have been like catching it right in front of the camera, but just can't think of it that fast enough. So 4 is the GoPro, 3 is center, 1 is home plate, and I think 2 is over here. This is 2 cam. So these are the 2 primary shots. You get most plays here. I guess now the GoPro's not overheating, so.
Well, the sun's gone down quite a bit. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, they heat up already without. It could be -5 outside.
Yeah.
It would get hot. So.
Want to notice Spenrath. Spenrath hit it hard, but skied it. Oh, he hits it hard again out to left, but that's going to stay in the ballpark. Spenrath working Oppo, but F7 both times, and we get out of it with no runs. Go to the bottom of the 3rd. All right, broadcast is here now. Cameras have failed. We've had guests, and Connor Kaiser's up, one of the best digging first basemen you'll ever see. Both Zach Royce and Zach Longshore worked themselves out of a couple of jams, honestly. Runners have been on, but nobody is.
It might be in for a really, really good game tonight.
We might be.
From the first 3.5 innings, or 2.5 innings, I'm sorry.
I agree with you, Dutch. Come out to Smokey Joe. You're going to get some good baseball. Also, I always like to shout out the other organizations. I know the Victoria Generals are really helpful. Those guys down there helping Seguin River Monsters get started, get on their feet, as all the TCL teams have been. So shout out to all the Victoria General folks if you are tuning in. 2-1.
You know what?
Connor Kaiser.
You know what Victoria has that other teams don't have?
What's that, bud?
Stone Cold's from Victoria.
Is he?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I should have known that. And
so they got hometown the Stone Cold himself.
Checks it. This Kaiser count's going to go full.
So,
and also look at Zach Royce's socks on the mound.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love high socks.
Hopefully those are coming in HD in the broadcast because those are awesome.
Honestly, though, the colors of those, I'd rock those.
Just
Yeah.
rock those daily. Just rock those to the HEB.
Not during
Get
a River
groceries.
Monsters game, but of course, if I'm walking down the street or something.
Bounced up the middle over second baseman. He's going to make the play, and that is Mr. Bryce Logan on the 4-3.
I always favor players that wear the high socks like that and the high pants.
And this is the third, so I think going into the fourth,
Yeah, going into
we'll tease the MILB Hat Billy reveals between the middle of the fourth and like fourth to fifth. Probably seems like the time. Hit hard. That's a base hit right there by Atkinson, and he continues to stay hot.
Hey, buddy, need some hits.
Hector from the left side. So Atkinson, your runner on first. Hector at the plate. Zach Royce dealing to one of his newest teammates, Hector Rodriguez, recruited out of Galveston College. The Surfer. Hector did say he was going to watch Point Break.
I remember because he also likes the watermelon gummies, right?
Oh, yeah, they like some good candies.
Nothing like surfing. Eat some watermelon gummies.
Close play at first over there, checking on Atkinson.
Now that I'm thinking about it, watermelon drink sounds pretty good right now too.
Yeah. This is what I got to do. I keep messing with my setup on how I'm going to control the cameras, but I think this is the way to put the mic right here. Keep hook.
Touch everything at once.
Touch everything at once.
I mean, if you needed to, buddy, I could do that if it was distracting you.
I think I can. These fans are saving our lives and the overheating of the equipment.
That's what happens when you live in
Atkinson bluffs, doesn't go. 3-0, Hector way ahead. I don't think you run now. The base on balls might be imminent.
I would sit on this next
first.
pitch, see what happens.
3-0. Gotta cork it. Do you want to cork it with the fastball or breaking ball? What's your guess there, Dutch?
Fastball. I mean, it's 3-0,
TCL, these guys will throw anything in any count. I'll tell you. There it is. You're
There it
right. Walks him, though.
Only one out, 2 men on base, so that's really good. I say bring all two of these guys.
Kaiser
on.
was the first out. Hector to first. Connors at second. Garrett Felix. Nichols State.
Probably time
Raymond
for a dinger
James
right here.
photo working it down there.
This has got to be.
Royce from the stretch delivers. Hit to third base, and he's going to try to double him up. And he does. He steps on third and lofts it over to first. High arcing throw, but double play, and that does it. All right, folks. I'm just going to keep it up and tease this. Right here. This man right here. If we can pull his channel, too.
I really think you're going to like our answers
I really think so,
for our
too.
players. What's kind of funny is how, our players are kind of connected in a way. Based on the teams that they played for at one point.
Yeah, I love it. So this is Jake Whalen's channel right here. If I can get it up on OBS, where's the web capture there? Oh, that's a great channel, and he does some really cool stuff. And he has asked us to pick 2 random baseball players, forgotten baseball players. And he's also given us
shout out to Ryan.
some good ideas for potential rally animals. But we are going to tease in the next innings what our choices are for players as Dutch comes back on.
So two things. Ryan's friend Ryan said he's a bad assistant GM. That's a lie. He's a great assistant GM. Also, Hat Billy said that everything in baseball is connected in some way. So
here's the other idea that he gave us.
I don't know who Ryan Martinez is, but his accusations are false.
This is what we're thinking for Rally Animal. That's what we're thinking for Rally Animal right there. And I have a better Rally Animal. Hank the Tank, the biggest nuisance bear of all time. Hank the Tank, nuisance bear, might be the Rally Animal. But we're going to tease between the next innings, Dutches. You want to go first or you want to go last, bud?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll throw mine out there first.
We'll tease Dutch's. We'll tease Dutch's player after this half inning on a random forgotten MLBer. But that's going to be fun. It's a thing that MILB Hat Billy's putting together, and it's just baseball fun, folks. We're working that in the broadcast. It's conversational points. Leading it off, Spenrath was your last out. This is a cleanup. Gage Gilchrist facing Longshore. Longshore worked a clean bill. Big breaking ball for strike one. You call that a ball again?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's seen a curveball before, but what they do is they actually change direction and curve and will end up over the plate many times, as that one did. So 1-1. Like a side note to umpire. So there's more than one pitch. It's actually these things called curveballs. 1-1. Gilchrist is last time up. I don't have it because I think I was fixing the camera. 1-2. Longshore, kind of a half wind guy. He does a step back. Good breaking ball in a good spot that far ahead in the count. 1-2. Breaks it off the plate. Ball to be certain, but enticing enough that Gilchrist had to think twice with his working gloves on. Bounces the fastball down. Now we're full.
Full count.
What do you go with here in the TCL? You can throw any pitch right here, full command.
If I could throw any pitch,
I mean, Longshore can.
throw him a curveball. Why not?
The deuce is coming.
Test him out.
Oh, and they're going to ring him. Yeah, like that. I was with you on that, too. I was like, I 3-2 curveball, and what the hitter might have been thinking in reverse psychology, one down. Gilchrist down on strikes.
Curveball is always a nice pitch to throw their way.
Right?
Test them out. See what happens.
See what they got there. Chris Munoz, center fielder. Longshore got him last time. Fastball misses.
And plus, this guy's been out there for 3 innings, so he kind of knows a little bit.
Yeah, the conversation last night, talked a little bit about pitch counts because a couple nights ago was Tarpley went like 7 innings with like a no-hitter forever. It seemed
That was awesome.
But you don't see pitchers in this league just for arm health reasons really throwing complete games going 8 innings. But Tarpley was outside the norm with the perfect game.
You hate to see the away team do that good of a game, but it's always nice to see regardless.
You got to tip your cap, as they say.
It just sucks when it's against your team, you know?
Shanked, I think. Oh, it gets over. You know how they say it looks like a line drive in the books?
Yeah.
It absolutely does, except for these nerd sabermetricians like myself now keeping track of exit velocities.
So kind of nerd.
that was a dying bird. Single nonetheless for Munoz, and he's aboard.
There's just a lot of stats, man, to keep track of, and some people want to keep track.
They're like, looks like a line drive in the books. Doesn't look like a line drive.
Just give me someone's batting average and RBIs and home runs, and I'm good.
Shot out to right. Over is Damian Rodriguez. Catches it. Nice piece of fielding. And Serta fouls out to right. F9. And for people at home, like, dude, you actually put the right camera on to watch the play. So pat myself on the back for doing that.
You deserve a drink of your choice.
2 down now. Batter's going to be Cade York. Mr. York, Longshore, struck out looking last time.
Combine those names, you got York Longshore. I think
That's what
sounds
the
pretty
lead
cool.
looks like over there. Strike one.
I thought that was a strikeout. No, just go straight to the strikeout.
Just one strike. That's what they're talking about. I saw a guy write an article. Japan said 3 balls for a walk, 2 for a strikeout.
It makes sense, honestly.
Trying to speed up the game. Out to left, and that's actually going to drop in front of the left fielder. Adrian Torres and Liberty's taken again. Mr. Munoz hustles into third. Not sure you want to do that either with 2 outs. You're still scoring on a single from second, by the way.
Sometimes you got to take a chance, and he took that chance.
I mean, you score on a pass ball. There's a few additions, but with 2 outs, other than a pass ball, you're going to score on a single because you're running on contact. So single for Cade York. Never make that third out at third, they say, but what do I know?
That's brutal. Go back to the dugout. What were you thinking?
Cannons, yeah. I mean, if you run into the out there, you're just like, what?
That's when you start to say, well, here's the thing.
Sungren went to second last time. Runners at the corners. Fastball from Longshore. Bayou.
This guy's the Longshore is definitely an MLB player down the road.
A lot of signs happening at third. See what the Generals are up to. Some field generaling happening.
That's how they got the name.
Runner does not go. And a second fastball by Sungren up 0-2. In the driver's seat to get out of this jam is Mr. Longshore. So York, your runner at first.
Oh, a heater.
Munoz at third. There goes the runner. Swings through fouls it off. So York just gets some extra calorie burn, and he'll go back to first. Good pitch right there.
All right, Seguin, if you want to see him close it out, make some noise.
Is it Thursdays when we have the beer batter? We don't have that tonight.
Yeah, I believe so.
Runner goes again, and it's skied out to center. And making the play on that is Kyle Atkinson. Kyle Atkinson went socks down today. I don't know how I feel about it.
He's a whole different player. See, when he puts his socks down, it means, all right, that's business.
It's all
attire.
business today.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to it. Let's get to Dutch Chattahoochee's. You do some talking while I pull up this man right here. We'll get the graphic up for get a little bit of tunes in the background. Right here. Let's go. And my LB hat, Billy's coming up, cooking up baseball fun. Forgotten player.
All right, so
What do you say, buddy?
This guy's forgotten for the wrong reasons, okay? But when I was thinking about this, I was sitting at the home. I was like, I wouldn't think of somebody who never lived up to the hype, because that's a lot more interesting than somebody who played in the pros for a while. But the year was 2003. This guy was drafted in the first round, 12th pick, Lastings Millage.
Lastings Millage, heck of a pick.
And the reason I chose this guy is because I remember in high school, I think it was like 10th grade. He was supposed to be like the next whoever. He was supposed to be great, but unfortunately, it did not happen that way. But he had all the
Millage
potential in the
was
world.
a hot prospect,
Yeah.
played with a lot of teams, but what was even crazier about Lastings Millage was he ended up going to Japan and played for the Yakult Swallows.
There you go.
And if you go here to, if I can find it, go to the baseball reference for Lastings Millage right here. We'll finish that thought next inning, but that's who it is. We'll close that out. Play with Evan. We'll talk a little bit of Lastings Millage. As we go
This is my
to,
dude right here, man.
yeah, I like it. I like that.
Because it's always interesting, like when you look at a player, right, who had like a lot of talent, and then figure out why he didn't work out the way he should have.
Yeah.
I believe he was a power guy. I believe supposed to be.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, hey, he made it to the show. So good on him.
Yeah.
He played for 5 years or something in the pros.
A couple years in Japan. I think he did Venezuela. I know he did Independence, I think, for a year. So, all right.
So
Zach Royce going to start it off. Pitching to, and that would have been Mr. Alex Gonzalez, our third baseman, for the bottom of the fourth. 0-1.
I mean, Hat Billy knows everything about baseball, so he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy."
Yeah, he'll know all about Mr. Lastings Millage.
Because I remember him when I was younger for the Pirates, the Nationals, and then the Mets. I believe those were the teams he played for.
Yeah, Pirates and Mets I definitely remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember the Nationals that much. You know, another thing about Lastings Millage, we'll pull his baseball reference at the other half of the inning as Royce deals ahead, but he misses up to Alex Gonzalez. His baseball reference is insane when you pull Japanese and minor league stats. It's like, would he have had a different career if you didn't move him to a different minor league team every 2 weeks? Like one season will have him on 8 different teams. He moved around so much in the minors. I don't know. Okay.
I don't like that call, but honestly, I think that might have hurt him a lot because he couldn't get comfortable in his system because he's moving around so much. Yeah. It's kind of like in football when you have a new head coach every year, a new coordinator. You can't get comfortable because the way you play and the way it's set up changes all the time.
So Gonzalez down on the strikeout. Up is Adrian Torres, your left fielder.
But yeah, I think with doing that kind of ruined his career a little bit. That's just my opinion. What do I know?
Yeah, once you see the baseball reference page on Lastings Millage, you're like, man, this dude could never settle in. Don't unpack your bags, Lastings Millage.
And I felt bad for him in that way, Because at your point, why they keep moving me? Do they not want me?
I don't know. Torres singled his last time up.
But I mean, like I said, he had a pretty, decent pro career, 5 years.
He does. He's a Florida guy. My understanding is he's back working with youth in baseball in the inner city and runs a batting cage kind of stuff.
He's still involved. Good for him. Yeah.
Getting kids excited about baseball.
And I'm sure he can also help with maybe players who are on the verge of going pro. Kind of hey, this is what to expect. Yeah. Which is always good to have. Relax, calm down.
So 1-2 to Torres singled, and you got some Zacks throwing zeros up on the board. We need Adrian Torres to do it again and get something. This might be one of those one-run ball games, buddy.
I wouldn't mind. Also, so my other player that I was torn between was Sid Bream.
Yep.
But I was like, you know what? Millage is a little bit more interesting in terms
Breamster.
of I was like, let's go with
checks it. I don't think he went 2-2. Here's what I remember about Sid Bream.
He had a sweet mustache, kind of.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely had a good mustache.
Mr. What was it? I think of the team.
He was on Atlanta, the way I remember.
Pittsburgh. I remember him.
He was on Bream. Yeah, he was on Pittsburgh and Atlanta. When I remember him at Atlanta, he scored a huge run in the postseason, but he had a huge knee brace.
Like a stone cold knee brace?
Yeah, it was like a stone cold knee brace. And his uniform was over it, but it looked like a crazy tight uniform. I was like, how'd you get that pant leg over that stinking knee brace?
Mr. Hatbilly himself said, I remember Millage as a national because I would catch their games by mistake, assuming the Orioles were playing.
There you go.
So
2 Ks for Zach Royce.
Because I was going to choose Rocco Baldelli too. There's a lot of players. I was like, who do I want? But I mean, because he's such a good manager with the Twins, his playing career is
facing his teammate to shortstop, up with it and on to first, and that's a fast 1-2-3 for Zach Royce.
I know you told me earlier on the way here who it was, but I forgot who your player was, so now I'm excited. Who could it be? I totally forgot.
We'll do something like this. Let me pull up. Let me drive for a little bit. Pull up Millage's. This is last thing Millage, but you got to go all of his stats. So, yeah, this is last thing Millage. It's crazy. Go back to OBS. Check out Lastings Millage. Look at these minor stats here. It's insane. So
teams.
yeah, one team when you're 18, like 2 when you're 19. When you're 20, you're in 2 teams, 3 teams really, because you did fall league. Like at 21, 4 teams. 2008, 2 teams. 2009, 4 teams. At the age of 24, I don't know if like you're counting all these Syracuse, Indianapolis, Lynchburg, Nationals, Pirates, Washington. And then Pittsburgh. That's all 2009.
It's a lot of teams.
That's crazy. Then he goes to Venezuela, which is great. Charlotte, but then he ends up with the Yakult Swallows.
Look at
It's
that.
a few dingers there.
Like 10 years later, 9 years later.
Yep. Jalisco, and then finishes up in the Independent League and hangs it up.
So technically, if you think about it, he had a long career in baseball.
Man, he did. He played for a bazillion teams until age 32.
I think some people think that like, oh, if you don't play in MLB, your career isn't that like it doesn't. It's not like recognized, but like
Yeah.
playing in Japan isn't a joke. Like those dudes can play.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. So that's a good pick there, Dutch. I like that.
thank you, sir.
All right, here's my guy. I'll tease it and then I'll talk a little bit more about him as we go to the other inning because they're about to throw down.
Oh, now remember. Okay, yeah, okay.
This
is
man
cool.
right here.
This cool guy.
Got to show the image. This is T-Tex Tony Turnstile's pick. Jack Howell.
Any relation to JP Howell from the Rays? back
I
in the
don't
day?
know. I don't think he is. They usually say that in Sabre bios.
Yeah.
And I looked him up, and Howell was like a utility guy for the Angels forever. But he hit a broken bat home run, which I have the Vin Scully call on YouTube that I'm going to pull up and play at the other half of the inning. But also ended up on the Yakult Swallows after his major league career. And he was the MVP. He was the MVP over there. It was crazy. Got it? But that's my guy. That's my pick right there. I got thoughts on all right. I think we got Luke Greenlee on a pitch, by the way. Let me check that. Yes, number 16, Luke Greenlee out of Cisco College, on it in relief of Zach Longshore. Greenlee nasty, squares to bunt, but foul. So Bryce Logan thinking bunt for base hit to lead it off, but shoots it foul. Not a bad idea, but he's down 0-1 to Greenlee. Greenlee will run it away from the righties and get in on the hands of lefties is what I see from him because he can cut it when he wants. Low, 1-1.
So I had to leave. I dropped the bottle on the ground and rolled up the steps. I had to go.
Yeah.
I want to go pick it up.
So we're in and we're out. We're messing with cameras, all kinds of equipment, getting ready to overheat any moment. Last night, our entire laptop was just flickering.
Oh, it crashed down.
I was expecting blue screen of death. It never actually happened.
It
But
couldn't handle the amount of runs it was put up.
yeah, it was a blowout last night. It was nice to be on that side of it.
I came in. I got home in the 8th inning and I turned it
It's
on.
short. Hector stays down on it. Nice throw across, but Connor Kaiser.
Dude,
Connor Kaiser.
that was a reach right there. He-
Scotty B would say that's like a single scoop ice cream with
That-
sprinkles on it. Oh my god!
That was almost like a split. Doing the splits, man.
He did that twice yesterday. It was insane. The picks that he was making, and he does it again.
That's the job of the first baseman. I get that ball in my
Like-
scoop it up.
MLB June draft is coming up. Just draft Connor Kaiser in like the first or second round as a first.
Just for his defense, huh?
It's unreal. It's a picking machine. That was a great play. So Logan down on the 6-3, and we're back to the top of the order with Drake Kerr, who's been on a couple times tonight. Singled his last time.
What's going on here?
Drake Kerr on the other side of the state of Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma. Greenlee does what he does, fades it away from him. 0-1. The big breaker from Greenlee, but it's up. So 1-1. But yeah, this is our segment where
It's a great segment.
so graciously offered by Jake Whalen who is out hunting possible nuisance bears.
I want to see a selfie with the bear
But
if you get to it.
but I like it when you get a prompt like that. Come up with an obscure, forgotten ball player. It's fun to dig.
Oh yeah, that's
Trying for the bunt to the right side again is Kerr. So Logan and Kerr thinking they might be able to push something to Connor Kaiser, which I think would be a terrible mistake considering he's a superhero.
because like when I was doing research, I was trying to think of a player that wasn't my favorite player, so I wouldn't be biased.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me think of somebody.
Because I was doing the same thing. I went a lot of bounced but foul. I was thinking of a lot of Mariners.
Yeah.
Like I first looked at Phil Bradley, who I didn't know was the quarterback at Missouri when he went to college.
I almost chose Grant
Started.
Balfour, the closer from the Rays, like mid 2000s.
Yeah. And then I picked Mickey Brantley,
Okay.
who is the father of Michael Brantley of the Houston Astros.
You know who's dude? Speaking of Bradley, you know who should have chose was Milton Bradley, kind of close.
skied out.
Remember
but
that
it's
guy,
out play.
Milton Bradley?
Yeah, Milton Bradley.
That dude had an attitude.
Did he?
Yeah.
I liked Mickey Brantley because he has what scouts would refer to as baseball butt.
Baseball butt.
Baseball butt.
Okay.
It's big hindquarters. The best modern day comparable, and he K's him. Greenlee
I gave the guy a
reverse
ball. My bad. It's a strikeout.
freezes him. The best modern day comparable to Mickey Brantley's hindquarters would be Vlad Guerrero. If you can see what I'm talking about.
Vlad.
I'm sorry, Vlad Jr.
Vlad Jr.
Vlad Jr. It's a Sir Mix-a-Lot song about it, but
Kind of like where he hit him on the
the-
backside. It's a home run.
technically
bounces.
what I don't know, like scouts are like, do they just gives them more power turning on the ball. So 2 down, Greenlee working the outside corner of the plate like he's Tom Glavine. Let's see here. Of course, Glavine was lefty, wasn't he? I'm losing my marbles. But he's staying out there like Maddox. That's what it is. 0-2 to Luke Greenlee working ahead. Also, the thing I'll mention about Luke is when I ran into him in the Valero with Liam, dude, his shirt had the pimpest pattern, dude. He's a fashionista. Oh, but that's low. Good spot.
So much of a
Up in the
fashionista, like he won't buy anything under $1,000 in a shirt.
I don't know.
It's got to be top dog shirts.
Could have been a $2,500 shirt.
The way you're talking about it seems like it, man. Do you have like a gold chain underneath and
Oh.
everything?
Oh, and they're going to ring him.
Get down, boy.
I'll get the camera on the blue. So Greenlee with 2 Ks.
You don't look too happy about
That'll go down as a swinging K. If you're keeping book at home, I missed a bunch because the camera worked. But so we'll go to the bottom of 5, and we'll talk a little bit of Jack Howell. Check out Jack Howell. Check out this footage right here. Let's get up the Jack Howell. This is great. Jack, and I have to do the play this. Okay. And then we go to OBS, and I have to turn. Oh, this sound's been on the entire time. Maybe we've had an echo the entire time for all I know.
I don't know.
All right. Here's the Jack Howell broken bat home run, if you can believe it. Look at this. And we can't hear it, but people watching should be able to get that audio.
Look at that. It's a classic
They're going
little
to do
strutter on the
the
bases.
replay on the broken bat home run. Jack Howell. There it is. He barreled it, though. I think it must have been like a sliver crack in the handle, and he barreled it anyway. Let's look at that replay there. Vin Scully's calling that. I think Garagiola is the other guy on the call. Takes MLB a little while to get back. There's Johnny Ray, by the way.
Johnny Ray.
Johnny Ray, here it is. He just goes fastball, crushes it to right, and the bat head just goes flying.
Wouldn't that suck if that would have went foul?
So there it is.
It's down. I wonder if the player kept the bat, if he's allowed to keep the bat.
I don't know. But my vote is Jack Howell, and I do love a utility guy. Caden Kalura is going to lead it off. Mr. Kalura tonight, according to my terrible book, struck out his last time. Going to lead us off here in the 5th. You still got Zach Royce on the mound here in the bottom of 5 with his splendiferous Victoria General sock game. 1-0. See if we get the leadoff man aboard.
Speaking of broken bats.
Speaking of broken bats, and there's the play over to first, and they do get him. Somehow the Jack Howell video played into that splinter action. That's kind of random.
Now, if only the ball would have went out like it did.
Yeah, it is the home run right there.
Talk about a quinkadink, huh? Oh, by the way, AGG guy Jason, he's like, man, I want some Boston pizza now.
Boston pizza is so
delicious,
good.
man.
It might be worth it to come.
I would take a flight down
out
there.
to New Braunfels for it. Here's Damian Rodriguez. Takes first offering high and outside from Zach Royce, who we've got to find a way to get to. But, you know, I don't have much on Jack Howell. I just remember him. I lived in Anaheim when I was little for a couple of years, and the Angels those years out to left, and that's going to be extra bases for Damian Rodriguez. So that ball gets into the corner. So 1 out double.
Nice little double there.
Yeah.
Scoring position, go ahead runner. Why not? Put him on.
Connor Kaiser.
Mr. Kaiser roll.
Maybe a superhero. I don't really watch those Marvel movies that much, but
I don't either,
they're
man.
mutants. They just have special abilities. And Connor Kaiser has that when it comes to digging
Look
baseballs.
at this guy. He's running the bases with nothing on his hands or anything. You don't see that a whole lot anymore.
Our stadium speakers are so loud I cannot hear myself. There goes. The pitch is up. So Kaiser has the superpower to pick balls at first. 4-3 is last time up. RBI situation and what may be a low-scoring affair. Driven up the middle, and that's going to score Damian Rodriguez, who runs well. Center fielder is playing shallow, but Rodriguez hits the nitrous boosters.
There we go.
Hits the nitrous boosters, and RBI for Mr. Connor Kaiser. Jumps all over the first pitch.
It'd be really cool what they had here if they had one of those old school scoreboards where they did the cards themselves, the scores.
Yeah.
But they have that in Boston, right? That's the team that has it.
Yeah, you just got somebody. They got Chicago and Boston,
Yeah.
the manual scoreboards.
I love those, man. You know what? I think I know what topic could be that we
I
can
think
talk
somebody
about
else
one day.
has it. Oh, goes for the bunt right there. Pretty good idea by Mr. Atkinson. Fouls it, strike 1. Texas State Bobcats represent. But does Houston just intentionally do the manual? Like they got a guy out there in the
The Astros?
out there on
I
the left.
do
They
not
got
know,
that
honestly.
Big wall. I don't know. But I know Fenway and Chicago for sure. Anybody else? It's fun to do. How'd you like that job, right?
I love it,
Pick
man.
to first. Back safely is Kaiser.
I mean, they're making all these rules up in the MLB now. Why not make up a rule where every team's got to have a manual scoreboard? Take away the screens. It's just those green
Old school.
scoreboards. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're going back to the old days.
Just like Put Galvin taking monkey testosterone before games in the 1880s. That ball is hit hard on the warning track, but tracked down. And going back to first as Connor Kaiser went all the way to seconds.
On to bat for Seguin, number 11, Hector Rodriguez.
Atkinson gives it a ride, but 2 down. F7.
See, like I was going to say, I had a thought in my head and went away.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It'll come back.
It's Hector. This is a sort of situation where you don't mind sending Kaiser, who runs pretty well.
Yeah.
Get him in scoring position, see if we can steal one on a Hector single. Zach Royce. We got a good shot on the center fielder and the shortstop from that cam right there. Swings through off speed from Royce. To my thought, you may be sending Mr. Kaiser at some point.
I'd take a chance and do it.
I think so. Why not? 2 down.
Send a runner.
Shot foul. To Mr. Rodriguez.
Can you imagine getting a GoPro sponsorship? All the GoPro cameras you want?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Get 'em
Zach
all.
Royce has pitched well. Kaiser finally gets to him the first run of the game. And there he goes.
It's foul.
In motion goes Kaiser.
I think
but
with each hit, that's getting the ball's going farther and farther. So maybe the next one can be out of here.
Get out.
A little dinger.
Get ourselves a dinger. Xavier Arias not in the lineup tonight, but has shown tons of crushed barrels in that direction.
You know what? You know what's funny? Is I love those announcers. They always have like cool like names for stuff. Could you imagine like if you don't run like that's a hamburger with extra mustard?
Oh, you love that.
That'd be great.
Gavin Millans hit a dinger on the road. I think it was at Acadiana. Gavin Millans, tremendous power. 1-2 now to Hector. Mr. Rodriguez. Hector plays such a good, steady shortstop that it's almost unnoticeable. You like forget how good he is. Fouled off. Very, very steady hand in a crucial spot.
They have a guy in Seguin bullpen warming up right now.
Get some activity.
Yeah, looks like they're bringing in new pitchers next inning.
Get some guys work. The conversation with Coach Palacios was, it's a little bit of a numbers game, trying to figure out how you're going to work guys in and get them their innings, and not overwork people, because you've got a lot of pitchers from a lot of different colleges. Some guys you only have for a month. Oh, that's going to not get over the shortstop. So sounded good, but Hector flares it to the shortstop. That'll do it. But Connor Kaiser drives in Damian Rodriguez, give the Sturs the lead. And I'm going to finish up my thought on Mr. Jack Howell. Let's go to some web capture. We'll get a little of this here. A little background there for Jack Howell. But Jack Howell, utility guy in the States, never like insane numbers, but went to Japan and he was the MVP. Look at this year. Oh, I got to go to Japanese League stats. Goes to the Yakult Swallows. 38 dongs, hit 331. Look at that. That's a heck of a year.
So he went from 2 to 38.
Yeah.
It jumped way up.
Some good years in Japan. Came back, made it all the way back to the show.
Oh,
Anaheim, Houston, down to Double-A, and then 30 more 7 games. And he was a long-time coach. He was a long-time coach for a number of organizations.
It looks like he closed out his career at the Houston.
Yep.
There.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what else we got here. What are Jack Howells I got? Here's him with the Yakult. Mr. Jack Howell, long forgotten by many. He says he still has that broken bat. He kept it that game, took it home, and he still got it at his house.
As you should, man. I take him too.
You know?
I broke this bat. I want it.
Love for the utility man. Vince Scully says the only broken bat home run he's ever seen. It's the only one I've ever seen.
It's like, dude, like that's why when we say utility people, Matt Stairs, Hall of Famer.
So thanks to MILB Hatbelly for in-game entertainment, as we love talking about anything baseball. Check out his channel, MILB Hatbelly on YouTube. He does some awesome videos. And we'll take it off here to the top of the 6th inning. Still got Luke Greenlee on the bump. Reed Spenrath hit the ball hard both times to left. Let me get that out of there. Spenrath, I think, is leading your Victoria Generals in batting average, which makes sense. He is the 3-hole batter. Squares to bunt. Bunting all the fad. Maybe they're fans of Angelo State, who won the national championship, Division II. Go Rams. Playing small ball. I'm not sure if we want Spenrath bunting in a 1-run ball game, but just want to bring the third baseman in, perhaps. Nice breaking ball for a strike from Greenlee.
I thought it was a strike too, because
I'll call it strike two.
No, because that bunt or like.
I guess they're saying he pulled it back.
Oh, okay.
I'm in your camp. I'm saying he didn't pull it back. There's another slide down and in on the back foot from Greenlee. 6'5".
Because to me, that was like it was like he tried to
240. Does Spenrath get our lunch money? That's my question.
No, but he does get to stuff me in the locker.
Bounced up the middle on a difficult hop. Oh, and they get him by a step with the stretch. Connor Kaiser. So Preston Freeman doesn't get the hop he wants, but unloads it quick enough. That plus Connor Kaiser doing the splits, and you get Spenrath on the top of the sixth. One down, 4-3.
He doesn't get my lunch money back and gets to stuff me in the locker.
He's stuffing us in the locker.
Yeah. He's
Reed
like, I don't want
Spenrath.
your money or your food. Just let me stuff you in the locker. I'm like, okay.
And like we said the other night, we're not even saying he's probably a heck of a nice guy, but he could if he wanted to. That's all I'm saying. He's a large man, mountain of a man. Gage Gilchrist. He's got some Home Depot work gloves. We like it.
He probably rides a horse too through the game.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's like
Designated hitter tonight. 0 for 2. Struck out his last time against Longshore. Runs it in on him. Does Greenlee up in the count. 0-2. Bounced. Foul ball. Still ahead. So Greenlee working ahead to Gage Gilchrist, and fastball dealt up. Not near enough to entice Gilchrist. Mix it up with the cheddar. Only makes the breaking stuff that much more effective. Nobody on. One down. Breaking ball. Bounces it to first. And PFP by Greenlee covering. And that's a 3-1. Good job fielding his position right there.
Jason said howdy.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Appreciate you tuning in. Christopher Munoz. Going to be your batter.
That's hella. Someday we will make it to that part of the country.
Mr. Munoz, the center fielder, squares again. Seeing a trend. 1-0. 1 for 2 tonight as Munoz singled his last AB and got stranded at third. Fastball hit out in the gap to left, but coming on is Adrian Torres, and he's going to make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Mr. Greenlee.
This game's moving right along really fast. I think we need to take, when we take our trip, it'll be from we'll go to Alabama and see ATG guys, and we'll go up and see Hat Billy.
Listen, wiffle ball. All right,
yeah,
we'll take a break because we've been talking baseball between all these breaks. We normally get them. All right, here we go. We'll get our sound up and fade down. Zach Royce gives way to Ryan Dugas, spelled Dugas. You could say Dugas. I'm going to say Dugas. I'm going to do sound as 5'11".
So Jason was like wiffle ball and smoked meat. Sounds like a perfect day.
Sounds like a perfect day to me. Ryan Dugas, Richmond, Texas, sophomore, going to Murray State Junior College.
Before we have those smoked meats and wiffle ball, we gotta talk about birthdays. We gotta look at birthdays. I love that segment when Jake is like, "I got some birthdays for you." He puts out his phone. Great stuff, man. Anyway,
Garrett Felix,
ball 2,
giving you good at bat always. Bottom 6, leading off. 2-0, Mr. Dugas. Pitching out of the stretch from the opposite side of the rubber and does get the corner with that.
looked like a ball to me.
The X-Files music playing. That is not his worst call tonight. He's not bad. He's doing a good game.
Good.
This is a standardly, decently called game. Out to left, slicing, and pretty good effort out there. The left fielder from Victoria is going to be Drake Kerr. Drake Kerr having a pretty decent night tonight. Hustling after that one. Does not get it. And Garrett Felix remains alive with a 2-2 count. If Mr. Dugas is listed at 5'11", 170, you officially get to use the trademark crafty lefty. There's a breaking ball. Pretty good movement on it. Felix spoils it. All right, well, that was tons of fun. We got one run. Might have to bust out Hank the Tank, the nuisance bear, get one more.
I think I hear him roaring right now. He's getting riled up. Keep
2-2. See if Felix can get a board. Misses out full.
Can you imagine if he was like, strike?
I always felt as a left-handed batter, when the lefties were on the far side of the rubber, they try to use the fastball and run it back in on me if they had any run. Hit hard. That's in the gap, and that's going to get down. And Garrett Felix aboard with a leadoff single.
Mr. Felix the cat himself.
Man can hit. Man can hit. Alex Gonzalez playing a good third base tonight. Be your batter with Garrett Felix at first.
I love this song, by the way. It's a welcome song. Love some Tejano music, man.
What Felix's lead looks like. You have a left-hand move potential. Comes over the top but deals low. Behind the Kinger, man. Ryan King coming up with some stuff on the soundboard. We got some Top Gun.
Top Gun.
A Mavic Goose right there.
Is that the movie where they play volleyball in like jean shorts or something?
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I do that like every day. First thing I do is I get a bunch of other dudes with dog tags to play volleyball. It's a good workout.
I was playing water volleyball yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you spike it off somebody's nose like Greg Fokker?
I did not know. No.
Dugas from the stretch. Checks Felix and delivers, but it's up. 2-0.
I will say this. In terms of volleyball, I was riding on the line of being kicked off the team. That's how my skills are.
All right, well. If you do, make sure you get your money's worth and spike it off somebody's face.
You know, I should have.
Like,
I know we're all friends here, but got to take one for the team,
conservative
buddy.
yet healthy and firm. There we go. Down. Working the count is Mr. Alex Gonzalez. I will say you do have to tip your cap to Zach Royce, the starter for the Victoria Generals, giving up only one run. Pretty good effort for 5.
Through 5? Yeah.
Through 5. That's strong. So Dugas on leadoff runner board, working 3-1 behind to Mr. Alex Gonzalez. And he comes back with a fastball.
Full count here.
Count goes full. I don't know if in a one-run ball game, if you put Felix in motion with a full count, assuming contact or walk, or a swing, but he's not going anywhere, and he bounces it, so big turn, second, but not going to do it. So single and a walk. And the Stirs have put 2 pots on the range and are beginning to simmer.
I think it looks pretty nice right now. 2 men on, no outs.
In the ATG kitchen and cooking, as they say. Things are starting to simmer, and Adrian Torres made a nice catch last inning. Going to come up. So Torres 1 for 2 tonight.
This could be a kaboom inning right here. Kaboom. You know?
Felix, your runner.
Never know.
Second.
I like that there's no outs on here, too.
Squares the bunt, lays it down. That's a great bunt. That's going to be a tough play, and he's safe. He is safe, and they called it right. He beat that by a step. Oh, my goodness. Bunt single, bases loaded. I don't think there's an argument. I think he beat it. If I ever figured out instant replay. He beat it.
I do no, Jason. I do not sing for the 7th inning. I only do private parties. So if you want to call me for a private party,
you want him to be out there, but he actually beat that by a step. Close play.
I think he was safe
And
all day.
I'm the first person to say tongue in cheek. We got the call, and we got lucky on the call, and I'd be the first one to tell you I legitimately think he was safe on that play. Bases juice for Preston Freeman. Adrian Torres, not perfectly up the line, but perfectly deadened right between the pitcher and catcher. Oh, my goodness gracious. Preston Freeman, a victim of a socialist strike zone. I say that a lot, but he's got some outside strikes going on him this year. There's that slide piece again. That's the exact same pitch as a ball. It should have been a ball the first time, but
so by your count,
exact same pitch.
By your count, it's 2-0.
There's no doubt about. Okay, so 1-1. I guess it's the makeup call. And fastball, and that's corner fastball. So concerted effort to work away. 1-2. Could be on the outside. Catcher setting up out there again. And there's the breaking ball. And gets Freeman. So 1 down. Swinging K. Jaden Calera, 0 for 2 tonight. I'd like to see Jaden get going. Contact.
Again, folks, we only have 1 out, so we have plenty of chances here to
What your bases look like right there. Working the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Dugas breaking off his lefty slider, working it off the plate to lefties. Well, it didn't get the call that time, so
I gave him a strike that he didn't have. I'm going to take that back.
1-0. Fastball skied out to center. That's going to score a run. It's carried a long way. And they're going to go to third with the throw, and he's safe. So RBI, sac fly, Jaden Calera. Great job. So Calera drives in Garrett Felix for the 2nd run. First and third, Alex Gonzalez goes to third. And Jaden with a sac 8 for a Bibby. Bibby. 2 zip stirs. Damian Rodriguez singled and scored the first run last inning. Fastball by Dugas misses low and outside. Mercifully cooling off at Smokey Joe Williams. I like the real feel is the number you need to talk about, not the 95. This is our hottest day so far this year. There goes the runner. Uncontested. Down to second goes Mr. Torres. So 2 in scoring position for Damian Rodriguez. The right fielder. Single will score 2 here. Give some much needed insurance. Ooh, and there's that breaking ball from Dugas. Instead of working it away, he worked it off of Rodriguez's hip there. 1 and 2.
By the way, they were wondering in the chat what my rate for a private party singing. I only charge $10 for the whole party, regardless of how long I'm there.
How long it is? You just like singing.
$10.
No argument from Rodriguez there. He was looking for the breaking ball, and Dugas fastball down Broadway freezes him. So the Generals work out of it, but they get 1 back thanks to Jake Kalura's sac fly, and it's 2-zip going into the top of the 7th. This game moves right along.
So yeah, if you want me for your party, $10 flat rate, regardless of hours. I've done it for Ernie before.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Well, you're not Ernie, the other guy. Remember our friend Ernie?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he paid me $10 and I was there for like 4 hours. But so yeah, $10.
Spacing out there, folks. So new pitcher for the Stirs, Colton Graham, on in to replace Luke Greenlee, who did well. 2 innings of relief. Colton Graham, New Mexico Junior College, Hobbs, New Mexico. Good arm, good breaking stuff. Last time we saw him, though, he's having issues with the mound. There's that breaking stuff right there, dirty. Derek Serta, right fielder, 6-hole batter for the Victoria Generals, is going to be leading it off. Hooked it foul. Could hit the Kia Sedona so I could make an insurance claim with all things falling off of that vehicle.
So you saying you want a new one?
What else is whether the plastic cowling on the front, just dragging on the freeway.
A lot of people would say that it's beat up a little. I say it's character. You know?
Rings him. Colton Graham. Reverse K, nastiness.
Your van has character.
It's got a smile. The cowling is like bent down and it's smiling at me now. And I've noticed that yesterday and I just too busy to fix it, so I just dragged. If you work for the Highway Patrol, don't tell anybody.
I definitely don't know anybody for the Highway Patrol. If I did,
Cade
I would.
York,
I'm not
1
a
for
rat,
2
man.
tonight with a single as Graham gets him to pop up. Now Hector's calling for it. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. Mr. York hunting first pitch, but got him reaching on that nasty Colton Graham slider. It just really, really breaks hard. So F6, quick 2 down. Reverse K and reaching on the slide piece, and that'll bring up Cannon Sundgren.
It's not even 9 o'clock, and we're almost to the bottom of the 7th.
We're cruising.
Yeah.
And we worked in our long forgotten players.
But
Colton Graham working fast. Love to see it. Fastball by Sundgren. 0-1. Ruben Munster pitchers have been doing a great job working ahead the last couple games. Love to see it. The free pass will kill you.
Yes, sir.
There's that slider, and if you open the hips even a little bit, it's game over.
You want to know something funny? I was thinking about this today on the way over
Yeah.
here. So, other than the opening day win when I was here, every time I come, they lose. So, maybe we can reverse that curse tonight, right?
Get it done.
I'm bad luck.
Fastball hit out to center.
I think he's got
on
that
his
ball.
horse is
Yeah.
Atkinson. Makes the catch look easy. And Colton Graham works a perfect 7th. And we'll go to bottom of 7. I'm going to leave the mic open so everybody at home can get up and stretch their legs because that's what I'm going to do. All right, 7th inning stretch. That fast.
Fans, it's that time of the night. Stand up, stretch out, and see. Take me out to the ball game. It's a 7th inning stretch.
I gotta stand up with that.
All right, Connor Kaiser coming up for your River Monsters. Let's see what Mr. Kaiser is tonight. I know he had an RBI single in the 5th, leading off for us here. And I believe Dugas is still on the bump, breaking off stuff, but he misses.
Just letting you know, by the way, the update, Bonnie has secured the funds for me to go to his house for a private party. So
All right, I like it, Ronnie.
the funds are secured. gonna
Feel
call
free
it-
to find and follow Dutch Chattahoochee on Twitter or through BGB. There's the fastball up.
Don't forget to throw your own out there.
I
too.
would have. I'm not against us, but I don't know where that pitch missed, so I'll take the ball there.
Don't forget to throw out
I
your own
guess it was
Twitter
up.
too.
Suno. Little P. Diddy.
I think on Twitter I just basically I don't know what I do on there. I do a lot of stuff.
I don't know. Twitter's a good place for the baseball community.
Yeah, that's why I have a
Uh,
Twitter for baseball. I don't really follow anything else
Yeah.
but baseball on there.
So 3-0 to Kaiser. I like his stretching that he's doing with his leg there.
Could this be like a bomb shot right here?
I don't know, but that's
Getting ready?
some trickeration, some Jedi mind tricks, and that's low. So Kaiser does work the leadoff walk. And we go back to the top of the lineup with Kyle Atkinson, who shagged the fly ball to end the top of the 7th. 1 for 3 tonight. It's Atkinson playing a stellar center field as usual. And I think Kaiser might have been in motion last inning when there was 2 down. But I don't know Kaiser's stolen base profile. There's a bunt squared, but it's foul.
So, Hat Billy actually has his own forgotten player.
What's that?
Hat Billy got his own forgotten player.
Who's that?
John B. Walkenfuss.
That's right, Walkenfuss. Walkenfuss was a Oriole, wasn't he? Could be wrong.
No, he says Detroit Tigers switch Army knife, so he must have done a lot of
he
cool
was a
things.
Tiger. Okay. Squares does Atkinson and bunts through it for a strike. So Atkinson displeased with himself because he was like good breaking ball, but he bunted through it. So
he's from West
0-2.
Virginia. Okay.
I guess we're connected now. Okay. I guess we're back. There goes the runner. Get on that camera. Oh, interesting slide, but they're going to call him out. And I guess we're back online. Apologies for the technical difficulties. And that is Connor Kaiser running into the second out. My goodness. Because we have OBS up. We don't have Restream up. So away from Tugas. This is the DIY-ness of it, folks. You got to understand when we deal with equipment in extreme high heat. So 2 down, nobody on as Kaiser raced on a stolen base. So that's a second out. And you've got Hector going through the hole on the right side. That'd have been great. That'd have been great if Kaiser could have got the call on his creative slide. So if you missed it, Kyle Atkinson Cade. I'm not sure when the stream went down, but
with DIY stuff, it's kind of like where we're like in a band, right? We show up to a show and like, yeah, we got our gear. When we get there, none of it works.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
The drum set breaks, the guitar doesn't play, the bass.
So wherever it went down at, Kaiser leadoff walk, and then Atkinson was trying to bunt, and then had to swing with 2 strikes, swung through the curveball. He was, that's a shot, and that's going to get in for a hit. So a hit right there by Mr. Garrett Felix, the second hit tonight. And Hector moves up to second. So that was Atkinson. He goes down on strikes, but then Connor Kaiser tried to steal second, got thrown out for the second out. And then we've got 2 2-out hits from Hector and Garrett. So runners at first, second, 2 down. And Alex Gonzalez, the Seguin River Monsters third baseman.
Hat Billy says that everything looks and sounds good. So
all right, I appreciate that, Jake, because, man, kind of working in the dark on this end of it. You just don't know when Restream decides to go on the Fritz or the center field cameras.
Depending when you saw that, if you saw this before it goes down, because we're kind of a delay, it might go down for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it goes down for a few minutes. So, classic. You just got to stick with us, folks. It's the gear failure almost every night in some form or fashion. Dugas working to Gonzalez. Fastball challenges him.
That's kind of like what we did when I was in a band. We put our own shows together.
Yeah.
And played shows because we didn't really have a place to play out there in the country. So we just put our own shows together.
Yeah, and the other thing about like a 4-camera switch like this with trying to get the audio on top of it with bump music and stuff, you would normally have a sound guy, but we're our own sound guy and keeping score, so
own sound guy
and switching cams, so it's fine. Low by Mr. Dugas. There's your stirs, Garrett Felix and Hector. To be insurance runs. I don't know what insurance company you prefer. I prefer Seguin River Monsters Mutual if you're looking for insurance runs.
Insurance runs.
Fastball fouled. This is a funny spot because, like, I think if you're Alex Gonzalez, he's too, like, the fastball is the one you're going to crush, and he keeps trying to get it by him, and he's fouling it off. But it's like, if you don't chase the curveball, you're going to get that fastball, maybe. There's the curve outside corner, and Justice is served. He doesn't ring him.
We're 1 ball away from a bases loaded.
I've seen a TCL strike zone ring on that, but it's full count. We're 1 what?
So we're 1 ball away from a bases loaded bottom of the 7th.
It'll be good. We need more. Arias is in the on deck circle. Man, that'd be nice. Inside move. Nothing doing. Hector sniffed it out. Not going to get Mr. Rodriguez on that. Payoff pitch. Runners will be going. And we'll do it again. So everybody getting a head start with a full count and 2 down. And Gonzalez trying to do damage. At this rate, a single, I don't know. Single certainly scores 1. I don't know if you're scoring reverse on a single, but if you get it deep enough in the gap, and if outfielder is going to have to turn his back. There go the runners, and he's going to call him on a really low breaking ball after
I don't know about that one,
Gonzalez is on 2 steps down to first. So no insurance from Seguin River Monsters Mutual, but
it's still 2-0. So
2 hits get stranded, and we'll go to the top of 8, folks.
10,000 feet. Gotta fly. Get me a ticket. wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rocket man. I live in motion. Land in New York City. I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight.
What is it? Like Seguin River Monster?
Get on to the aeroplane. That's right.
Give me your number. I'll just text you well, just look on a look at the channel. It looks like this. Take a picture of it.
Bring me a phone, some phone.
Okay, so check out the videos we got. Live streaming baseball DIY. This literally shows all the equipment. We go through and start talking about all the gear, show you the cameras and the software we use.
Somewhere got history. Somewhere real big.
Definitely the best ones are the Mocos because they're only like $150.
I was about to ask,
They're HDMI. Yeah. So, squares the bunt, fouls it off. Yeah, but check out that video and
Appreciate it.
by all means, good deal. That was nice. A little respect from the generals saying, "Hey, we're looking to upgrade cameras." I'm a fan of the Mocos. They're so cheap and they give a good HDMI picture.
There was a guy on Facebook I saw him selling like 4 of them for like $150. I almost bought them, but I have no reason to have 4 of them.
Bryce Logan tonight,
However,
0 for 2,
I'd find a way to use
leading
them.
off the top of the second against Colton Graham. He's got the slider working tonight, and he's way out there. But we did, on the 3BGB channel, we posted a how-to, or I wouldn't say how-to, because we're not real confident in our system. We're just saying how we did it. Whether that's good or not, we have no idea. But ATEM switcher, some Mocos cameras, you're off and running. So Colton Graham was just working it.
So I honestly thought they said come in here and give a shout out to the journals or something.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah. General's a great program. And, I mean, it's an investment. We got a lot of stuff up here, fans, laptops. The ATEM switcher isn't that much. The ATEM switcher is like $250 on Amazon.
Yeah.
And like the Mocos cameras, even if you had 2 of those are like $150. Some HDMI cables, some repeaters, flared out to, right in front of Atkinson. And that's like the Rod Carew. You hit it just hard enough.
I think
that
the
it
most
gets-
expensive thing, or one of the most expensive things, is probably the soundboard.
The Zoom? I can't even remember how much the soundboard
I have
was.
because I have the one I use
You
at home.
got it. How much was it?
For my stuff, I have the
400?
PodTrack V8.
Yeah.
It cost me like $500. But
Five?
like, yeah.
500?
So the one you have is 6 sounds. I have 8. So it's like it's almost the same thing, but it's like a
Okay.
little bit. I think it's like $50 more just because
Right.
it has an additional 2 sounds and stuff.
But yeah, it's an investment.
Yeah.
So leadoff single from Bryce Logan.
I will say
Logan-
Zoom's a great company too.
Defensive, just putting the ball in play, but he's got a healthy lead. I don't think you want to, with this many outs left, run into anything. Not worth it in the top of the 8th for the Victoria Generals to risk a base runner. Signs happening, if you can decipher them, like Mark Rober with machine learning,
Well, I gave the
and
guy a
figure
ball
out
and
what's
it was a
coming.
strike.
But
Oops.
Mr. Bryce Logan, the runner at first, tying run at the plate in the form of Drake Kerr. Healthy swing, fouls it back. Double play would be nice. That's
Yes,
for
it
sure.
would.
I can go here and then do picture-in-picture on. You want to do the picture-in-picture over there? No? I guess it's the better spot. Just take it off. Just got to be switching on the board. Logan to Drake Kerr's been on twice. 2 for 3 by my count. But if anybody was wanting to stream, I would say Mocos cameras, ATEM switcher, and OBS. I mean, you're probably like 98% of the way there. Probably a soundboard.
Yeah.
There's that slider.
I mean, you can always do it with just one camera too. Like if you can't have the other ones.
Yeah. 1-2 now. It's Drake Kerr. Colton Graham looks in, takes the sign. There's the lead at first. There's the slider, and they're going to ring him. And Kerr, head down, no comment. I think that says it all.
Wasn't that the beer batter? No, I'm just playing. There's no beer batter.
It's coming really hard off of that arm angle, so that probably got a piece of the play. But you got to protect the 2 in that spot. Kerr's had a good game, but gets rung up there. So 1 down, big out. Every one of them counts as we march toward. This is going to be Easton Dowell, the third baseman. 1 for 3 tonight. Bounced, and Logan is going to advance easily on that. We better look out. You're not going to run into that out at third, but so the runner advances. Fastball or wild pitch, you rule it. The video was working. Again, apologies for the interruptions. No idea why Restream went down. We have perfectly fine internet connection.
Sometimes the equipment just doesn't like you. Well, not equipment, but
Something.
apps.
It's always something.
OBS was like, not right now.
OBS was working fine. The virtual camera never stopped streaming. So there's a fastball inside corner. Nice pitch. Colton Graham. And that's a perfect, you want to work your slider, especially Colton Graham's slider off a fastball on the inside part of the play. That's tough. It's a tough spot. 1-1. Bryce Logan off second, and there it is. So you get the fastball inside, then you follow it up with that, and that's why you're going to get the flinch. 0-2. Colton Graham was the QB. Hobbs, New Mexico High School. Probably explains he's got a nasty arm delivering filth directly. There's that slider. He wanted to chase it. 2-2. Appreciate the visit from the Victoria media staff. Anything we can do to help the fam here in TCL, we will do. 2s to Easton Dowell. Colton Graham checks the runner and delivers to Hector, who stays down on it like the pro that he is. Good throw to first. Connor Kives with a stretch. 2 down now. An upcoming Reed, I'm 6'5", 240 Spenrath, and could stuff me and Dutch in our lockers, but he won't because he's probably a nice guy. So 2 down, 6-3. Logan advances to third. So blocking up the ball is saving a run. And Spenrath's going to get a look at Colton Graham and his repertoire. Notably, Spenrath hit the ball hard both times, his first 2 ABs, but out to left. I don't know if he's looking to go to left.
6'5" is a big 2.
6'5"
He
is a
doesn't-
big
yeah.
dude.
Now that I like thinking about it, yeah, he does look 6'5".
Outside corner, doesn't get the call.
What I say was I said he was 6'3", I thought originally.
2-0. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're Victoria, you got your best part of the lineup coming up with a guy on third. 2-1. Nice pitch, Colton Graham. Opportunities running out, and we have Mr. Graham in a high leverage spot, and I like his stuff right here. Tony Perez and Coach Palacios, Caleb Leclerc doing great things with this. So backdoor slider misses. 3-1. I like a 3-1 slider right here. Especially for Colton Graham with Colton Graham's slider. And he challenges him with a fastball, and that's why I'm in the booth, by the way. Not playing.
That's why you're not on the mound.
That's not why. That's why I'm not playing. So I don't know what I'm doing. Full count now. Bryce Logan, standard lead off a third. Ooh. So he walks Spenrath on the fastball up and away. Honestly, not a bad pitch. If you're Spenrath and you're geared up for a 3-2 fastball, kind of close enough to chase. He's disciplined enough not to, but if he chases that, he's going to swing under that and whiff. So, Gage Gilchrist, over 3 tonight. Get the force at second if you want to take the short way. Hector's playing up the middle. Fastball outside corner by Colton Graham, 0-1.
Hey, Mr. Work loves himself right now.
If you could look at the shot we got on camera right now, the American flag has 0 movement tonight.
There's no
wind. Bounced over to Hector, and he's going to go the long way. Kaiser. Oh, my gosh. Makes a nice stretch. That was huge. Huge play right there to get out of a jam in a 2-run ball game. We'll go to the bottom of 8, folks. All right. What's up, bud? What's that? All right, that's good. We got a new pitcher. So the 20 viewers checking out TCL Baseball. Victoria Generals gone from Ryan Dugas to RJ Patrick. RJ Patrick's listed as a utility guy in the positionals. He's a 6'3", 185 lefty out of, let's see here, he's from Houston area, I believe. Pearland, so Houston. Here's Xavier Arias coming in to pitch hit. Let's see the delivery. Fouled off. 0-1, and Arias is coming into bat for Adrian Torres. So Xavier Arias. Torres, good night tonight. Couple singles. Xavier Arias. So we get an insurance run against Mr. Patrick. Again, fouled off. Arias will do that. So 0-2. RJ Patrick went to Galveston College, so certainly on a first-name basis with his teammate and our shortstop, Hector Rodriguez. A good program down there. Heading the count to Xavier Arias, but that doesn't mean much because he'll foul balls off all day. At a $45 at bat the other day. And of balls he battled off. So Patrick, utility, and part of that includes pitching. Maybe like Jose Oquendo. That would have been one I could have offered. So Arias works himself to 1-2. He's either going to hit or keep fouling. There it is. You can call it. Arias will battle. How much does a baseball go for today? He's already got 3 footballs in the parking lot.
How much do they go for?
Yeah, it's like $5 a ball, $7 a league ball.
I believe it's up to 20 now.
I don't know
But
what
I
it
could be
costs.
wrong. This is what I heard. They're just rumors. So
You'll go through a box on an Arias at bat, and he bounces it to third, and the throw across, and they do get him. 5-3.
Up to bat for Seguin, number 40, Adrian Guerrero.
All right, so Adrian Guerrero is going to bat for Preston Freeman from El Paso, Texas, one of the finest cities. It's a great country. I lived there for a year. I didn't know what to expect, and I loved it. 300 plus sunny days a year, by the way. No humidity. That's right. 2 hours to skiing. Low cost of living. No state income tax in Texas. And the Franklin mountain range goes right down the middle of the city. Find me a city with a mountain range right down the middle of it. Hikes on both sides. El Paso was great. It's good baseball, too, by the way. Exhibit A, Adrian Guerrero. 1-1. RJ Patrick. Adrian Guerrero trying to get a board and give us one more. Skies it out to right. That's going to be trouble. And I think that falls in. Did he catch that?
he caught it. Yeah,
My goodness gracious.
he stumbled and everything.
Shoestring
Nice.
catch.
You
Let's
gotta
give credit
for
where
that.
credit is due to Derek Serta. Was that the second baseman or the right fielder got it?
I think it was a right fielder, maybe. I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
Serta came a long way. Wow. Okay, so Derek Serta, certified shoestring catch, way outside from Patrick. So that's going to be an F. I thought that dropped. I thought maybe I saw shoelaces. I thought it was like the ball bouncing, but F9, and that brings up Jaden Kalura. Pops the glove with the cheddar cheese, but it's high. Nice college guys. So many dudes are good athletes in high school. I mean, more guys could probably go two-way in college like RJ Patrick is doing. You're just good at athlete. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make it to the show. Maybe it's third baseman. Maybe it's a closer. I don't know. RJ Patrick does a lot of things, much like Jack Howell.
Yeah, I can.
3-0 to Kalura. Work a 2-out walk, cause some havoc. Fastball down Broadway for 3-1.
So here's what I was thinking. You
Yep.
know how like Jack Howell's like a utility player, could do a little bit of everything.
Yep.
So say like your son's like you're trying to help you, like either you sit there and do nothing, or you get up and be a Jack Howell. Like
Jack Howell swings through. Count's going to go full now. Jack Howell, University of Arizona.
okay, that's
Pima Community College. He's a community college guy. I respect the JUCO. Such a part of the college baseball fabric. The great JUCO programs out there. Up in the center, but coming on is Mr. Munoz. And that does it for the bottom of the eighth. And we're coming down to the last 3 outs at Stirs, looking to shut the door. Back after this.
He come in and close it out for Seguin. With the Cumberland jersey, number 17, Ryan Calvert.
Calvert on. Trying to close the door. Calvert had a great outing the other day. Was one of the players of the game. Worked, I think, 4 clean innings in a win. Nice stuff from Calvert. A tight spot. The Sturs can string together some W's.
All right, Seguin, your River Monsters need 3 outs to get another win. If you want to see them close it out, make some noise.
All right. Christopher Munoz, the center fielder. Here at the top of the 9th. Sturs holding on to a 2-zip lead. And Mr. Calvert. Good stuff all around from Calvert. Bounced right back up the middle. That's a leadoff single for Munoz, who went up there with a plan. Said, I don't want to see a bunch of pitches. We're going to try to get ahead.
Let's get up out of here with a
win. I'm
win.
going to try to get a single. So Munoz executes his plan. And now we're in double play zone with Derek Serta. Right fielder made an insane running catch, basically behind first base, sprinting into foul ground. There's a lead. Runners should go nowhere. You only have 3 outs to work with. You're down by 2. In the hole. Unbelievable. Back-to-back singles. Serta. Munoz now Serta. Not what we wanted.
No, sir.
Force at any place. Still can work out. Things have to happen. But here's Cade York.
So now you have the go-ahead run at the bat at plate. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
1 for 3
It's
tonight.
dangerous.
Get a ground ball. Get an out. I mean, honestly, only a really deep fly to right is are you going to get Munoz to advance there. So
I want to see a nice little ground ball.
bunt situation. Connor Kaiser way in on the cut. And that's a fastball in for a strike from Calvert. Calvert not phased. Come back with strikes. 0-1. Let's see here. Still in on the grass is Kaiser. Calvert checks the runner. And that's hit at second baseman. He's going to try to get the lead runner, and he does. That's huge right there. I froze up. I was pushing buttons on the camera. I apologize, folks. But weak ground ball to second base, who is now Adrian Guerrero, and he makes a nice jump turn and feeds it to Hector and cuts down the lead runner for 1 down. So Munoz goes to third. Serta cut down for the first out on the fielder's choice, and York is at first. Your batter now is Cannon Sundgren.
The way I look at it, hitting his double play. Let's go.
It's
home.
like so tension. I'm like my brain locks up and I don't work the camera. So these are do the picture in picture or whatever. So in case I freeze up again. Calvert, first and third situation with Sundgren. Shot out into right, and that's a fair ball. I can't believe it. So 1 run's going to score. Tying run's coming across. Sundgren
That's
could
not what we
not
wanted
have
to
been
see
more
right there.
clutch. That was like fair by a foot. So Sundgren, unbelievable.
Well, now we have
Triples.
a tie game again, brand new ball game.
1 down, and in the top of the 9th, them dadgum Generals score 2 runs.
I mean, you got to give it to him. It was clutch hitting right there. Unfortunately,
None of those were cheap.
it was for the wrong team.
2 singles, and then shoots it into the corner. Not what I wanted to see.
So now here's the situation, man. We got a guy on third, 1 out. Like, I don't know, man. It's dangerous.
This
But,
is Bryce Logan. Just gives us a chance to come back and win it in the bottom of the 9th.
yeah, we can get out of this. I'm not worried.
Calvert has the stuff to do it. 1 down. You got Sundgren on third. The heartbreaking triple. The infield is in, trying to cut down the go-ahead run. And it's 1-0 to,
Oh, there's a Victoria Generals guy in front of us right here.
I think it's a pinch hitter maybe. Because I have this being Bryce Logan. Let's get a number. I'm going to go to this camera here.
Nope,
There's a single by number 99. That was a pinch hitter. So the pinch hitter was Dayton Talkie. Dayton Talkie drives in Cannon Sundgren. Unbelievable.
But remember, we still have the bottom of the 9th.
We still got the bottom of the 9th
yeah.
for heroics, and I guess that's what this is setting up for. Out comes Coach Perez.
Yeah.
So Dayton Talkie out of Weatherford College came in for Bryce Logan with a pinch hits RBI single.
Well, you wanted a close game. You got it. You said that earlier. You wanted a close game.
I didn't want this, I'll tell you that.
I think nobody does. Well, I mean, unless you're a Generals fan. But if you're a Monsters fan, you're a little irritated right now.
It's taking absolutely all of my personal willpower not to cuss on the air right now.
If you lay one slip out,
And Calvert's got great stuff. I love Calvert, but doggone. All right, back to the top of the order. This is Drake Kirk. So Talkie with the singles on first. 1 down still.
I'm just saying, hit into a double play. Let's go get that win in the bottom of the 9th. You know?
So Tony
Yeah,
Perez has
same.
come out talk to Mr. Calvert. This is what the lead looks like right here. Of Talkie. Talkie, a large man, 6'3", 210, left-handed batter. Lined it over Adrian Guerrero.
Come on, Ryan.
Well, we're busting out the Hank the Tank. Getting the
rally
nuisance
bear.
bear's coming out.
The Rally Bear.
I'll be danged. That's all I'll say right now. As far as I'm going on my curse words.
You could say
Fastball,
you know what
strike.
you could say what's his name? King of the Hill says? Hank, he's like, that dang.
Yeah, all my curse words.
He said, God dang. That's what he always says. God dang.
Dab, nabbit.
Yeah. Growing up, my family always
All
say
these words are
that's what
darn
they say.
close to me losing it.
That's what I would say right now. God dang, you know.
1-1 to Drake. Kerr.
Oh, let me get him a strike there, buddy.
Calvert up. Fastball.
Foul.
Enticing in the eyes of the batter. Get a nice double play. Get out of this. Get a 2-run homer.
Like I said, if you cuss one time, I'll understand.
Oh, you know I can.
You have emotions, you know.
just
You can't help where they
Trying to
go.
follow them TCL rules. It's hard.
There we go.
2-2 now. To Drake Kerr. Son of a gun. I couldn't believe that ball landed fair.
Yeah.
I just need. Where's that wind now? Huh?
Now,
That
oh yeah,
stinking
now it's
wind?
blowing.
The flag's jumping up now. Blow that sucker foul.
I don't know.
There goes the runner. Bounced over into the hole. Backhanded by Hector. He had really no chance. I don't think he should have thrown that. Connor Kaiser does a good job coming off the base and charging it to keep Talkie at second. So Talkie goes to second. And Kerr with an infield hit. Easton Dowell 0-for-4 tonight.
You know what it was, man? I was drinking a lemon lime Gatorade and I switched to the cherry, and that's when they blew the lead.
Some
turn.
kind of jinx happening out there. It's
Yeah.
ain't over till it's over, folks.
Should've
We can rally
stayed
just as
with
good as
lemon
anybody.
lime.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
So I'm blaming the Gatorade.
Nice breaking ball from Calvert. I'm getting my head right now. I'm getting my head right. We're going to come back and get this one. 0-1, Easton Dowell.
That's why the bottom of the ninth exists.
That's right, folks. That's why you're the home team. Bounced. Right, third baseman steps on third and goes to first. And Connor Kaiser tries to do his magic and get the second out. Runners at first and second. So Dowell goes 5-3, but he cuts down.
This has not been a fun
Talkie
inning.
is
So
the
what-
second out at third on the fielder's choice. So
If you're watching at home and you're a little upset,
FC,
I don't blame
that's
you.
2 down. And here's Reed Spenrath.
How many TVs do you think got broken when that third run came across?
How much equipment I would have
You
broken?
know how much TVs are broken right now because someone's watching at home.
Just put their foot right through it.
They threw the remote at it. That's what I would have done. Followed by, "Are you kidding me?" Hey, you can't. I mean, they played a good game. Like I said, we
I'm
still
back.
have
I'm back.
one more half
my,
inning.
My head's right.
took
You're
a
gonna
sip
get
of
in the
that.
bottom ninth. There's a
drink over
1-run
there.
ball game still, right? Hold them right here.
Yeah.
1-0. Outside corner. 1-1.
That's 2-0.
Is it 2-0?
Yeah, it's 2-0.
Let's call strikes. Mr. Spenrath, University of New Mexico. He knows all about El Paso. I think that's New Mexico State down there, though. Yeah, New Mexico State's right. Las Cruces.
That's the Lobos, right? The
Yeah, New Mexico. University of New Mexico's in Albuquerque. For sure.
I will say New Mexico is a very nice place. I went there a couple times. Awesome state. Shout out to New Mexico.
Go out west. Go west, young man. Bounced up the middle on the hop by Adrian Guerrero. And he's going to throw
There
and
we go.
get him. Nice play to get Spenrath. And the Sturs are going to go into the bottom of the ninth. We're going to work up some magic, folks. We're going to get the rally nuisance bill.
1,000 feet.
Make the thanks coming.
Gotta fly. Get me to get. I wanna feel the heat. Huh. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rubber man.
That's it. It's the rally animal
I
right
live
there.
from motion.
I like it.
Land in New
500
York
pound.
City.
500-pound black bear.
You know what? I bet that bear was like super nice. Look at him. He's just like chilling.
There's some other images of the windows he broke going into houses. All right, we got a new
You
pitcher,
know,
though.
he was just hungry. Nothing against him. He was just hungry. He smelled some barbecue chips in the refrigerator.
Got number 8.
He's like, give me some chips.
It's going to be Taylor C.A.
That's right.
Lake Jackson, Texas, going to Angelina College, sophomore, 6'2", 180. Taylor.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hatfield. It is Rally Bear time.
I pronounce it AC.
You know, I've never come across a bear, but if I did, I would be Frank. So, where's this Frank Tank from? West Virginia?
What's that one?
Was this like a West Virginia sighting or what?
I'll get my first look at Mr. Taylor C. And he's got a
Somewhere got his
side sling and delivery.
somewhere real pretty.
There's a side slinger right there from that arm slot.
And I love the way she moves. Got a hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane.
Oh, so Frank the Tank is from Lake Tahoe.
No.
Yeah, Hank the Tank, a 500-pound bear, was blamed for Lake Tahoe break-ins. But DNA tells a different story. Yeah, this guy's way nice. Frank the Tank would never break into someone's home or camper or whatever.
All right. Frank the Tank.
We love you, Frank the Tank.
The Rally Bear was up. Damian Rodriguez is going to be your leadoff batter for the Seguin River Monsters against Taylor C. I think it's CA. I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's SEAY.
The fans in attendance are definitely in it. Very loud down there.
But he has a funky release point off the side of his body with pretty decent velocity. So 1-1. Let's see if Rodriguez can pull one right up the middle. Nice hit right there. It's gonna be a tough play on the run, and they get him by a step. Rodriguez runs well. 6-3. I'm sorry, that's the ninth inning.
Under Kaiser.
Connor Kaiser, the batter now. Foul. It's Cade York. Cade York's played a good shortstop. Played a good shortstop for the Generals tonight. See if Connor can get aboard. Reached his last time on base on balls. Fouled off.
Right there, hopefully don't get dinged.
Go, Connor. 0-2 to Mr. Kaiser. Taylor CA delivers the running fastball with that arm slot and K's Kaiser.
Well, sir, looks like we're down to our last out here.
Down to the beginning of the miraculous rally, and Kyle Atkinson is a perfect man to lead off the rally. It ain't over. It ain't over when you got Mr. Atkinson up. Let me tell you that.
Oh, no.
Prototypical leadoff man, 4 for 6 on opening day, has continued to stay hot. A lot of contact, and he doesn't chase. So Atkinson posing the tying run. He's got it in his mind to get on and get around.
Regardless of what the score says, it's been a really played game on both sides.
There goes the bat.
It's just unfortunate that the score is the other way.
So I don't know if we rule those souvenirs, but he slings that right over.
I'm telling you, if I grab that bat, I'm running with it.
I think you can get the same bat. They'll give it back to you, dude. They're going to give him his bat back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. But if that was me, I'm gone. See you later.
Major League Baseball, you got to keep the souvenir. Here in TCL, we don't have a whole lot of wood bats.
Nah.
Costs and finances are a real consideration. If that thing ain't broken, get that thing back on the field, the batter's hands. 1-1.
Let's go, Kyle. You got this, my Kyle.
Lots of love for this Kyle guy right here. If he's the guy to do it. That's what,
Texas State Bobcats played a ton of good baseball this year.
As we all know how much I favor the Bobcats.
This is 2-1.
I believe in any Texas State player.
Down low.
They can do anything, you know? This guy right here is going to hit a dinger and tie it up.
Twos. Doesn't get cheated.
Well, you have one strike left here. Muster up some
Shoot it
magic.
up the middle the other way.
Is that what they say? Muster up some magic. I don't know. Here we go.
In on him.
Full count.
Would have broke the bat. He's not looking for that.
There we go.
Good piece of hitting. Fouls it.
I thought that was headed for the fence.
Come on, Kyle, let's get it.
So Atkinson starting to foul pitches off, starting to maybe pick up CA's arm slot. And he's going to ring him. And CA closes the door. A terrible turn of events, 180 degrees in the top of the ninth. And Victoria snatches victory from the jaws of defeat with a 3-run rally in the ninth, all on hits, mind you. And then CA comes in and closes the door. That's a tough one. I'm going to go grab a bat and bang on a trash can.
Okay.
We'll put some bump music on for a few minutes as we outro. But thanks for everybody for supporting the TCL and the Seguin River Monsters. Tip of the cap to the Victoria Generals. Tough loss for the Stirs. I think we have a day off. We're back at it tomorrow. We're on the road. Thanks to Dutch Chattahoochee. Thanks to Jeff Griffin, Texas Baseball Report.
Shout out to all the people in the chat who's interacting with us, watching the game.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Jeff Griffin, Texas Baseball Reporter, and everybody else, the MILB Happy ATG crew, and everybody else. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everybody.
Frank the Tank was not up to his game.
We'll have to use
tonight.
the other nuisance pair. But there it is. There's your final, folks.
Somewhere over yonder, it's a different story.
All in all, in the bigger picture of life, night at the ballpark ain't a bad thing.
No, it was a good game, man. It's just unfortunate the score was
Yeah.
the other way around.
Leave it there.
Thank you.